What's up, guys? I don't know what the fuck's happening. I had to change the settings for the last person that was on. So the fucking screen is not cropped the way it should be. I don't know. I forgot to fucking change it over. I don't know what the fuck happened. Doesn't matter. I'm here. It is Monday. It is the 25th episode of Talkin Brash. Every Monday since the beginning, I've come on with Joe. And you would think that he would know when we go on Mondays. That's not the case, because last week, Joe wasn't here. I had to get Jeff on. This week, Joe was taking a dump. He's not here again. I'm not getting Jeff on yet. I'm just going to wait and talk to you guys for a bit, because I got shit to talk to you about anyway. So as we wait for Joe, I will be keeping you company. Curtis, Barbie, Austin, Dicko, Jeff. Joe is alive, Jeff. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It is the 25th episode of Talkin Brash. Interesting week over here. I've been recording a lot. I got the bass on, fucking Saturday, I think? I went live on Saturday to test out the new bass. It sounds sick. I fucking love it. I've never played bass so much in my life. In fact, my fucking thumb, I've been learning how to slap. And, like, that part of my thumb right here is just fucking sore as fuck, dude. I've been slapping just too much. I've been practicing on that Chili Peppers song. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Because I don't really love the Chili Peppers, but that song, I guess if you're going to start to learn how to slap, you learn that one. That song, whatever that is. Consider this a fucking warning, Joe. I think he has the right link. Let's see. Let's check the phone. No. He's just taking a dump. I'm pinching it off now, he says. So yeah. So my thumb is fucking sore, but whatever. It's been fucking it's been fun learning, and the bass is incredible to play, man. Like I said Saturday, I have little hands, and yeah, the Spectre, it's the Legend Standard. It's like the lower end, you know, like I can't afford a really nice Spectre. I don't remember them making this brand of Spectre when I was younger. I probably would have got one way earlier. But yeah, I picked it up, and it sounds fucking awesome. I haven't recorded with it yet, so that's next on the list. I'm working on a new project. Yeah, Loki 504. Slap like now. I need the fucking sound effects when I do the slap. Today I laid down a scratch track for a song that I'm gonna do with Chris White, who was in Bliss Kid and A Gathering of None. He plays drums. Also, Justin, who was on my show previously. We're gonna do something fun. Re-record a song that I had written a long time ago. So yeah, I laid down a scratch track for that. Sent it away to Chris White. So we should have something for you pretty fun soon. I'm not sure who's gonna sing it. Maybe Justin. I think Justin wanted to take a crack at it. We'll see. But it's an old song of mine that'll be re-recorded. A lot of people know it. So yeah, that's fun. I sent a final mix to Chris Nimvin for the song we're working on. He's sending me a bunch of different masters, and after that, I think that song's ready to rock. That'll be released as a single. At that point, my Patreon subscribers are gonna get the TB version of it. He's here now. Let's invite him in. Here. This is what we're dealing with, guys. Hold on. Yeah. We got turn your camera on. There you go. All right. Send nudes.
Send nudes.
Yeah. Rick Carrillo, what's up, buddy?
Sorry, I'm late again.
It's all good.
You could have covered for me.
I mean, I told the audience what were you doing.
Dude, nature called, man. I'd taken a shit all day, man, and fucking as soon as it was like time to go,
right,
it was time to go.
It was time to go.
Yeah, totally time to go.
I get that. That usually happens way early in the morning for me. Like first sip of coffee, forget it. Here we go.
Yeah, when you don't sleep,
right.
That changes. But
yeah, people are asking me to ask you to stop poking people.
Never. Nah.
I didn't know last. I didn't know that function still existed.
Me fucking neither, dude.
I haven't seen that. I don't have the poke button.
Me neither. Dude, some random person, I have no idea who it is. Some random kid poked me. And I was like, what? You can poke people? And I just like saw the whole list. Bro, like there's clearly no threshold or there's nothing like to the amount that you can poke. Like you can poke all, you can just keep doing it. Like I could poke everyone in my network and it doesn't stop me. It doesn't slow me down. It doesn't throttle me. Nothing. So like, dude, I'll tell you, I did it to be like, I was just bored and killing time. Like, so at first I did it just to be an idiot.
Right.
I still did it to be an idiot. But all in all, it ended up being pretty cool, man. I've like reconnected with about half my network in the last couple of days. I mean, for no reason. I mean, like just like I'm just like
to receive a poke.
Well, yeah, man. People have hit me up. I've just like started talking to a whole bunch of people I haven't spoke to in a while for no reason, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking turned out to be pretty cool. Had a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with fucking a lot of people I haven't talked to in a while, so it's pretty bad.
Today is Thanksgiving in Canada, so happy Thanksgiving to our Canadian friends. There's a lot of them.
That's backwards. Sorry, excuse me. No, sorry.
Well, it's because winter goes there early, so the harvest is earlier, so that's why they have Thanksgiving earlier.
Yeah.
It's all about the winter. Winter is coming.
How come I can't see you today?
Oh, I'm not. Hold on. I didn't do that yet. You know, there was no one there to fucking see me, so I didn't put the camera on.
I feels you. Yeah, I was almost gonna go live from the bowl, dude.
You should have.
I know.
Reporting live from the bowl.
I don't even know myself anymore. Fucking.
All right, there I am.
Yeah. Do it next week. I don't know what it is, man.
The desktop version has the poke, by the way. I'm being told.
That's not true.
No.
I mean, maybe it's only got that. Only the desktop version has the version. What is it called?
Yeah. Oh. Have you been forced to use the new Facebook? Like, are you using?
What's the new Facebook?
I don't know. It's just this weird. I can't show you, I guess. I guess they try to make it look more like the mobile version of Facebook than the traditional Facebook.
I think my camera like refocuses because of these lights in the background. You see that?
Yeah.
It like makes, right?
It's probably fine. Yeah, the lights are freaking it out for sure. Poke this. I got your poker right here.
Whoa.
Very nice. Oh, you hung up your picture.
What picture?
The picture you picking your nose, the painting.
No, that ain't there. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I didn't hang it up.
You're right. You're immortalized right next to Lemmy.
That's true. It's fucking funny, man. I see all these awesome paintings go down in this house. Fucking, like some of my friends, man. I've seen like a Jason. I've seen Goolsby this week. I saw Wednesday 13 this week. Beavis and Butthead. It's fucking Lemmy, Joey Ramone, Johnny
Right.
Ramone, and I'm fucking a caricature picking my nose straight the fuck up. I'm looking pretty rough, man. According to that,
Well,
I'm looking. The painting of me looks like it hasn't slept in weeks too. It's fucking accurate as fuck.
was she staring at you while she was painting this, or this is on her memory?
No, dude, you hit her up and asked her to do it, and she fucking like she started hitting like my all like fan pictures on my Facebook tag photos.
Right.
And then she asked me, she's like, "Do you have any like particularly good pictures of you fucking picking your nose?" I'm like, "Do I?"
Yeah.
Fucking
A
dude,
lot of them.
I actually just went like through Google Photos and just like clicked my name and fucking I had put together a folder in like 10 minutes with 51 pictures of my finger. 10 minutes, and I'm sure that's fucking low end, dude.
Right.
It's probably bad more. I don't. I mean, usually I don't when I take a picture with someone that will happen. You know, like so I don't really have pictures of other people. I don't take pictures of myself with other people too much. And if I do, I don't stick my finger in my nose. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that. Like, you know, there's never like a picture of me with like for instance, you wouldn't find like a picture of me and Lemmy with my finger in my nose. You know, like that would just be rude.
Right.
So that's not rude to do to fucking you know, the people come out and pay see our shows. That's not rude. I would never do it to someone of clout though.
Right.
The logic. Seriously, there's not one picture of anybody, but it's only after show pictures.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not like I think about it or plan it.
Yeah.
It's kind of where my finger ends up, man. Could be worse, right?
You're about the only person I know that does have a full folder of just picking your nose.
Well, now I do.
Right.
I didn't before. I can't tell you the
Fucking.
last time.
I got a bass, Joe.
Yeah, what the fuck? What led you to that model, or like, what is it? It's Spectre.
It's a Spectre.
Is a Spectre like super high end shit?
So apparently, they started making a mid-end shit,
Fucking I.
and
I could tell it's mid end by the bridge.
yeah. But they didn't make that before, and fucking, and it's awesome.
I bet. Dude, fucking, that's fucking what's rad about basses, dude. Fucking, you can get a mid end bass and they kick ass.
Yeah.
Like, I find with basses, it's like the middle of the line doesn't play as well. Like they're not as comfortable,
Right.
but they fucking sound just the fucking same, dude. I hate to say this, but you know, I used to play all the Ibanez basses and shit, right? Those fucking sound gear basses were awesome for so long, and then I was playing the Ergodynes, and they fucking ruled too. They're a little better than the sound gears. At one point, when my Stingray broke, I had to get it repaired. It was a doomsday. I had to use the Ergodyne for a while, and that thing fucking for a it's like $600, $700, $800 compared to my Music Man, it does not play better than my Music Man.
Right.
But motherfucker, does it sound? It sounds good. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like angry with how good it sounded.
Yeah, I was impressed with the sound, but I was also impressed with the way it played. I mean, this shit is made for, I guess, someone who likes to fly around the bass, and it's made for someone like me who doesn't. I can't make all those stretches. My hands are small.
It's got like an Ibanez neck profile.
Yeah, it's perfect for me. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked on it.
And is that the first time you ever had a? This is the first time you ever owned a bass, right? In your
It's
life.
the first time I've ever owned my own bass. I was tired of borrowing other people's basses. They ended up either being really shitty or you'd have to give them back. You know, like so. So finally, I'm like, yeah, I'm recording too many demos. I have too many things on the stove right now. I can't be without a bass.
You should have just got that Easy Bass program, dude.
Yeah, you know what?
So good.
I know.
I don't know.
I wanted a bass. I wanted to play bass.
Of course, it's probably fucking way easier. the end of the day. I would
It
rather
is.
fucking
If I
just
knew how
it.
to play drums, I wouldn't use Superior Drummer.
Yeah, you just have like an electric kit.
Yeah.
I bet.
And if I had to, I would just I would use Superior Drummer to use the samples. Oh damn. Damn.
Yeah, I got this little medium-sized guy today. Guess I should taste it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Gotta shake it. Gotta shake it.
There's gonna be an amendment to the schedule, Joe. Starting in November.
Okay.
Gonna be a new schedule. I'm getting rid of Blackout Friday. Because A, I can't be doing that shit to myself every Friday, and B, my guests have been hammered by the end of every show. They're like, done. I can't finish the podcast with them because they just don't know how to answer the questions anymore.
Yeah.
Poor Isaac, dude, the look on his face, he was just like looking at the camera like, is this a camera? I guess it's a camera. Fucking
I don't remember the end of Isaac's.
Well, he was done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did it end unceremoniously, maybe?
No. But it ended because I could just see it was near the end. So I pushed it along. But you know,
man.
You could just tell. You tell when, like, just like when I pushed Howie out. Howie was
Howie was bad.
Yeah.
I think Dean was the worst, though. I think Dean wins the Blackout Friday. He was fucking I love you, man, drunk.
I couldn't get him off, actually.
Yeah, no. I mean, you said 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and still went a half an hour like 2 times.
Right.
At least twice. Maybe more.
It went long. Too long.
I knew it was going to happen because Dean's not a big drinker, man. Like, it's a blue moon when Dean drinks.
So
it's that type of situation, like when you're home and you're staying home.
Blackout Friday is going to go, and I will be moving to a matinee show on Saturday, so I can get some of my European friends in here, man. You know, like all
good idea.
These guys usually miss the show, and I can't get like guests because it's fucking too late. So Saturday afternoon show for my European peoples. And then I think I'm just gonna start going twice a week instead of 3 times a week because there's a prospect of me getting a job somewhere. So
like a job?
Like a job.
Man, look, you got a job. What a dick.
So I may only go Wednesdays and Saturdays, and if that's the case, you're free to come on with me any Wednesday, whenever the fuck you want, if you want to. Fucking
Oh, so my day's getting phased out.
Your day is getting out.
I'm getting canceled?
Not getting canceled, but you get moved. You know?
There's no next season.
And this will allow me to there's a lot of pressure fucking trying to get new people in here all the fucking time. This will allow me to stretch out the vast amount of people that I know.
I told you, man, I want a job on the production end.
Right.
I'll get some motherfuckers. I got a short list.
But yeah, people are coming on that still haven't been on yet. And I got Nathan's gonna come on with me.
Nathan Bain?
Yeah.
Cool.
Johnny On.
Good egg. Yeah. Very requested.
We're all there's a bunch of people that are coming on. Emilio.
Oh, finally.
Well, he's
he has something to advertise now, right?
Right.
Who the fuck has come on fucking Talkin Brash advertising something, motherfucker? I get the pressed work.
Well, I think he's just played MIA. I guess I'm not supposed to talk about it, but you know.
Yeah. Nah, fucking everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Please.
He's been MIA. He wants to drop whatever he's dropping and then appear out of the woodwork. I get it.
Yo, I bet he's MIA doing something with I'm just totally making this up. But I noticed that fucking Noah pulled the same thing. Noah's all MIA lately. Yep. Him and Emilio are fucking bagging it out or something, I think.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, fucking Emilio fucking disappears every now and then.
Yeah.
But Noah is the first man. He's
Austin David
social.
Smith. Yeah, Schoolsby's coming on October 28th. It's Wednesday before Halloween. So yeah. I believe we'll be on live. That won't be pre-recorded because there was a question about his schedule, but I think he'll be on live.
Dude, I got some motherfuckers that you haven't thought about yet. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of people, but like having two people every week plus, I don't know. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, it kind of works out for something. I mean, it kind of works out for me actually. I mean, not. I mean, I only have one podcast a week, so I mean, I don't know. I was hoping I was gonna get my day changed. I don't think I've slept the night before one of these podcasts in like the last.
Well, why aren't you sleeping on Sunday nights?
October. It's the same thing with fucking high school. Same thing anytime I had a job. Same thing anytime I had a big show. As soon as I know I have to sleep or something,
right,
doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. That's how it goes. It's my life. You know, used to wake me up in high school.
So I have a secret to tell you.
Ooh. Secret for everyone else too?
Well, they won't know what I'm talking about.
Ooh, cryptic.
You sent a song to someone.
Uh-huh.
So they could be your test ears.
I know exactly who it is because I sent it to.
But I had already sent it to him.
Yeah, I kind of figured, and I was gonna say to him as well, not to tell you that I sent it, but
that's what I said. I said, "Don't tell Joe." But I'm like, I'll just tell him.
I was gonna say the same. I was gonna say not to tell Loki because after you and Dean fucking got all testy the other day, yeah,
that wasn't testy. Yeah. That was just.
Oh, Dean was testy. You
just put it out there.
Yeah. You see, I've been thinking I'm gonna put you on the spot. Ready? It's kind of well, that's not till next month. Well, you guys kind of put it on the spot that you wanted to drop that shit for Halloween.
He did. But I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, I said, yeah, why not?
There's nothing Halloween about it.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing Halloween about it. Oh, well, I guess the subject matter would maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right. There's nothing Halloween about it.
It's no better or worse on or not on Halloween.
Right. Be a lot cooler if it was.
Yeah, why not? But here's the thing. It needs to be finished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, this does not get easier now that you're not there.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying, man. I have no way to fucking do anything. I have a couple things I got to do. I got to do some backup vocals on a record for someone. Can't do that either.
Right.
So let's do some gang vocals for someone, some backups and stuff, like across an entire record. Can't do that right now either. We should have we should let's come up with a way to raise money for Joe to get a microphone and an interface.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Kickstarter now. Indiegogo. Ready, go. It's ridiculous though, bro. It's amazing. My whole life, I've never had the ability to record music or demos at my house in my entire life.
Yeah.
I got a new laptop to record with the intention of getting all that shit. And the ball has been dropped now 3 times that I was supposed to have bought that equipment this year. And it has not. And right now, dude, I could fucking use that. That song would be done already if that was the case. So I'll tell you,
I am not endorsed by. I gotta turn this off. Hold on. Okay, I am not endorsed by Zounds.
That place
I am
rolls,
not.
Man.
I don't have anything to do with them, but let me tell you, they have the best fucking program right now to play as you pay.
Mm-hmm.
None of this that we see here would not be possible without them doing this fucking program.
Yeah. You see, The thing is, man, is that all that gear, you can't like everything for like an interface, a microphone, what was it, the cloud lifter, like mic stands and cables, shit like that.
Right.
Not one piece of that equipment is you can use without the other. So for me to buy it in like pieces is like,
They let you
you know what I'm
buy,
saying?
dude. So let me let
Well,
me
check it out. I
let
was
me
gonna
keep
do it,
going
man.
with Zounds. They let you
No,
buy
no.
things in pieces, and they just tack it onto your fucking bill like layaway. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I mean, these specific pieces, though, like, what am I gonna do with an interface without a microphone?
Right.
What am I gonna do with a microphone without an interface? What am I gonna do with mic cables
Got to start with
without,
somewhere.
like, yeah. It's like it's really not that much money. What I need,
Right.
like, so it's almost makes more sense, especially with it like always being out of stock, to just get it like at once, you know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. But I don't know, man. I was thinking, putting you on the spot. It's fucking. It just doesn't. My ears perked up when you said that you were going to 2 times a week, because I was like, man, maybe I'll go. Maybe see if I can go to Loki's. Fucking finish that shit. Fucking go down there a day. Come over to you and fucking do those tracks.
You can come here.
I could do. I could do it. Make it happen. Whatever. And then we just fucking finish it. Get that track done. Did. You can drop it whenever you want. Yeah, this much. I want to master it though. No, I mean, I'll pay a motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking
Like that shit's got to fucking. It's
Have
got to
you
sit.
ever used that Lander shit? You know what I'm talking about? The Lander auto mastering?
Nope. Unless I could use it on my phone. No. Dude, I do all my photoshopping and all my fucking audio editing on my phone. Which incredible what I'm able to do actually.
Right.
Especially like photo editing, man. It's a real shame, man. Like most people, like you probably don't even know this, but I'm really nasty with Photoshop. I'm really good at video editing, which you've kind of seen. And like, I don't know if I'm really good at fucking home recording, but I am. Like I've produced records before. I fucking, you know, little technical um hurdle to get
Right.
over, but come on. How hard can it be? For what I need to do, it isn't much, man. I'm not looking at like I could get a lot done just being able to track vocals at home. Like most of what we have is like there's so many instrumentals that I have to put vocals on of like old shit, that like
Have you ever gotten behind the seat with the mouse in your hand and engineered anything on like
myself.
on Pro Tools?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah?
yeah. Mhm. Just I've been recording it. Yes,
Yeah.
I've done it at your house. You would get tired with me about fucking doing things I was particular about and go away, and I would just finish it. It's like doing vocal tracks.
Well, there you
Absolutely.
go.
I mean, it isn't fucking rocket science, man. You're hitting fucking spacebar a whole bunch of times, screaming motherfucker in between each one. It's like fuck spacebar, fuck spacebar.
Right. But that's just tracking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I start somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I could get so much done, even if just vocals, dude. Even just vocals. I have enough. I have like a year's worth of work in already instrumental, like recorded instrumental demos that I just got to sit down on. There's tons of it, like tons. I've never in my life had this much music written ever
Yeah.
that
Huh?
no one's heard.
Good.
Never in my life.
See that, guys? He's sitting on a whole. He's just fucking hoarding a whole bunch
What
of
am I
music.
gonna do with it? I try to record it all the time, man. It fucking I get one song done half-assed or shittily. It takes 2 to 3 weeks to get it back. To hear one mix of it, to find out I gotta fucking go back and fix it, and then that
Right.
takes 3 weeks. Fucking,
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Who takes 3 weeks to mix a song?
I don't fucking. I am appreciative of the people who give me their time and fucking fuck with me like that, but it's very different than the way I'm used to working, and understandably, you know.
It's funny, it's not... you know. I've been working with Nimvin, and like he'll tell me what he hears, and like within a half an hour, he'll have a new mix. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how me and you always did it, man.
Yeah.
We fucking. How many times have we recorded the same song multiple times in a day?
The mixing should be an easy thing. That's something you don't spend a lot of time on. Otherwise, you start to not know what the fuck you're hearing anyway. Like, that's something that's got to be like you sit down with it. It's not shouldn't be this all day process.
I don't need to fucking mix things. Fucking awesome, man. I just need to get the fucking shit down.
Yeah.
You know, I just need to track it. I don't care what fucking mix sounds like. At the end of the day, I'm gonna re-record it anyway. I'm telling you, like,
so what's the holdup? What's the holdup, fellas?
Everyone younger than me doesn't understand. It's no one's fault.
Right.
My fault. I should have been more self-reliant a long time ago. I'll tell you, like, at one point a long time ago, and I kicked myself for it. Right. For me, out of Graves, I said to myself, like, I stopped for a second. I'm like, all right, you gotta, you know, fuck replacing your gear, get recording shit, you know, like. And then I feel like I stuttered on it, and I was like, man, if I fucking get recording gear and start doing all that shit now, I'm gonna sit here for a year and learn how to use it, and I'm not gonna put anything out.
Right.
I gotta put something out now. You know, like, and I started doing that shit. You know, I got into the process with Johnny, Wasted, and Mikey, and we did like we did about 5 songs. They were all really good. They came out fucking awesome, effortless. You know, just as an engineer, he's really just set to go. You know.
Yeah.
Unlike I would have been.
Has that guy disappeared too? Is that guy still alive?
Oh, Johnny.
Are we on his shit list?
Probably. I don't know if we're on his shit list, but we ain't grind, that's for sure. So.
Oh, we're not grind.
We're not grind, dude.
Gotcha.
You know how that goes, man.
Does he only hang out with grind people?
I think so. I think that's where we're at now.
Gotcha. Is it like when he?
Mm-hmm.
When he used to dress like Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah, man. You know, Johnny.
And he was scene guy.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't seen, so he stopped hanging out with us.
Now he's grind guy.
Now he's grind. I love you, Johnny Wasted. I'm just fucking busting your balls, but
he doesn't watch this. This isn't no grind podcast,
dude. So I'm not sure that you've known this, but there are people that watch this shit just to tell people what I've said.
I'm sure more people watch it just to fucking.
I am sure. Yeah, there's actually a very dedicated fan base of people that watch this just to tell people the shit that I've talked. You know, and that's fine. I love you too. Keep giving me the views. I need them. Subscribe. Hit the like button. I need to get on that algorithm, yo. Fucking.
That's why it's good we do these long podcasts.
You know what I need to fuck. I'm gonna start doing possibly, like a shorter thing, just myself, but like produce a heavy metal sports show.
Well, it's gonna just hockey, not just hockey.
No, everything.
All the sports.
Yeah, or whatever I'm into.
I thought there weren't sports anymore.
There's sports right now. I think every sport's going right now.
At the same time?
Yeah. It's crazy, actually. They're all happening at the same time. I can't remember a time when baseball, football, hockey, basketball, like they were having their championships at the same time.
Dang.
Heavy metal tennis.
Really?
Yeah.
All like well, I guess the shortened seasons, right? Except for football. Right? Go figure. Shortened seasons. Football. Yeah, I haven't watched sport. The last time I watched a sports game was with you, actually.
Probably eating wings.
Nope.
That used to be a thing, right? Remember, we used to fucking go to Buddy's place or wherever the fuck and just get some wings, watch some football.
I will show up to your Super Bowl party, to your sports get-togethers, anytime, as long as it's booze. I will watch whatever you want to watch on TV with you. Just feed me and give me booze.
Man,
Care what
remember
the fuck it
Buddy's
is.
Buddy's Place Wings, dude?
Yeah, that's right, man. That place is awesome. Yo, what the fuck?
You made them just right, crispy. You know, they gotta be nice and crispy.
Yeah. Yo, remember fucking the wings at the fucking BRT, bro?
Hell yeah, the
Those are
booyah
the ones,
sauce.
man. Yeah, man. 25-cent wing night. Me and you were putting down a solid 25
Yeah.
wings, no problem.
And it was great because they did 25-cent wing night on a Monday night, so I could watch Monday Night Football, eat like 50 wings, and fucking get hammered.
Indeed.
BRT, that place is gone too.
Yeah, is it a new bar or?
They turned it into a barbecue joint, but I think
Good?
the barbecue joint was suffering because
Of suffering?
the only people who went to BRT, like their people were just people who got hammered at the bar. It's not like they were there for the great food. So like the regulars there had nowhere to go. They just went to another bar.
Mm.
So the barbecue place didn't last very long.
You know, not to cut you off. Oh, wait, I'll stay on barbecue 1 second. I gotta say, man, I spent some time in Tennessee, right? It's supposed to be all about the barbecue. I still ain't had good barbecue, bro. Like, I still can get better barbecue in New Jersey than here.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, no problem. Easy. I can name like 2-3 places. If I wanted barbecue, I would go to New Jersey. How fucked up is that?
Best barbecue I've ever had was in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Hands down, easiest, the best.
Well, I mean, barbecue isn't really dependent on like a geographic location.
Right.
It's just
It's
popular
not.
a location. So I guess it's not that crazy.
But when it's really popular in St. Louis, you really have like competition to be the best place in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And this one place I went to was pretty fucking on.
Well, can I? What kind of barbecue are you talking about?
Yeah,
like, what do you
apparently
consider barbecue? Like, what do you
apparently
get?
there's
when you get barbecue?
different kinds. I don't know. I'm not that into barbecue to know the difference. I do know what went into my mouth was fucking fantastic.
I'm a brisket guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's
Bring me
different
to
kinds of
barbecue
meats,
and I want
Joe.
brisket.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the way they do their sauces is like different. Like some are vinegar based, some are not. Like there's different kinds of barbecue that way. I don't know the fucking difference, but yeah, brisket is fucking great.
Yeah, I was fucking. I was tripping the other night, right?
No way.
Yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea, actually. You'd never believe if I told you though.
That's usually how these stories go.
Well, it's not even that good. It's not even a good tripping story. It has nothing to do with tripping. I could have just skipped saying that too. Like, you know, that state of mind, man. I started thinking about it and I was like hungry. And all I had to eat was a Tombstone pizza. And I started thinking to myself, like, I'm like, man, if it wasn't for Tombstone pizza, I'd be starving. Like in life. I was not talking about just that evening. Like,
Right.
I can't tell you how many Tombstone pizzas I've eaten in the last like year or two. Like, and I like them now too. I would have never ate that shit years ago. But bro, those motherfuckers are 2 for $7. And like, we didn't have a car for a minute. So like the closest thing to the grocery store isn't even close enough to walk if you wanted to. The closest thing to me was like a Walgreens. And the food selection was not good. That's how we got to Tombstone. And let me tell you, fucking Tombstone is like, I want to get an endorsement, bro. Dude, I can, you know, like, what's more horrible than fucking Tombstone, bro? You know, fuck. It's fucking the real champ, bro. Tombstone kept me fucking alive, dude. I owe them. I don't want no free pizza, nothing. I just want to spread the Tombstone wealth, you know. I just want to spread the good word of Tombstone pizza.
Right.
to broke ass motherfuckers who shop at convenience stores. I had 2 pizzas for $7, man. I had a fucking house of pizza. Sometimes I split a pizza. Fucking, you know.
Some horror punk band has to jump on that. Some fucking Tombstone endorsement.
Dude,
someone's got to do that. If you ain't gonna do it, someone's got to jump on there and do that.
Well, that night I went on there, bro, and they have less likes on Facebook than Darrow does. And I couldn't even fucking believe it, dude. Like my personal page has more fucking has a larger network than Tombstone Pizza, and I was the only person that I know that liked them when I did.
Did you write a review?
I didn't. I should.
You should.
I'm telling you, man, I don't want to market that shit. I don't want nothing.
Like you gotta write a really elaborate review on their page, because you know ain't no one writing a fucking review on Tombstone Pizza.
Dude, I will absolutely write a really elaborate review too. You know it'll be elaborate.
Yeah.
Anyway, whoa.
It's just right when you cook it on 375 degrees for 11 minutes.
Nah, I do it no pan, 450 for about 8 minutes.
Damn, there you go. See, I fucking told you.
You know, Tombstone pizzas like those, dude. I know I've said this on an earlier podcast, but when I got back to Jersey, man, I only ate pizza like twice, dude. And the first time I went food shopping, I didn't know what to buy. Like I got in the grocery store, I'm like, what did I used to eat? And like I'm not good. Like every meal I eat is pretty much meat, cheese, and bread, one way or the other.
Right.
Unless it's pizza. And the whole colorblind thing doesn't lend itself too much to cooking meat all the time. Like I could do it. Like I work in kitchens, man. I don't cook, but like I fucking, you know, like I can never really tell, you know. So like I generally won't fucking cook like chicken or meat for myself. Like I'll just cook whatever else for myself and fucking eat that shit whenever anyone else is cooking, you know.
Joe, let me interrupt you here for a second. We've had the first donation on a Monday for us to drink on a Monday.
No problem. Thank you.
Rich, I can't do this too much. I only have this little bit. I drank on Friday and fucking immediately after the show I went to a bar. Because like, you know, you get the fucking taste and you drink just enough to want to keep going. So yeah, I went to this place called Crowbar down here.
Crowbar.
Cobra. I do that all the time because I think the name Cobra sucks. So I keep
call it Crowbar. Yeah, you did say
I
that,
call
right?
it. Yeah, I call it Crowbar on purpose all the time, but it's really named Cobra. I just refuse to say Cobra. It's just such a fucking lame name. I'm gonna go to Cobra. Come on, bro. Let's go to Cobra. Fucking hipster, fucking jerks. So yeah, Crowbar sounds a whole lot cooler to me, so I go there.
Dude, I have a Crowbar hat, like the band. Everywhere I go, people fucking like all the time. For some reason, everyone asks me about this hat. And fucking everybody is always like, "Where is that?" Everyone thinks it's a bar. It's kind of funny,
right?
I guess I get it. Crowbar.
Right.
I don't think I've ever been to a bar named Crowbar though.
No.
Can't say I have. Crowbar. Yo, you think like I could do like a maybe is this a thing? Can I like just go on like Facebook Live, you think, and just be like, I'll drink and smoke as much as you pay me for it. Ready, go. I think I'll just like collect tips, getting fucked up. It'll be really disappointing.
It's just a gimmick, right? Like these things are just gimmicks.
Yeah.
Like
I get it.
Just trying to come up with funny, interesting ways to fucking make some money. They're just a gimmick.
Tell your guests that.
Yeah. Well, they know. Shit's just like, I'm doing the channel, fucking, we're trying to build it together. This is a community, right? Well, it's fun when you add cool shit like, let's get hammered, fucking $5 shots, let's go.
Yeah, I agree. I get it.
By the way, fucking steak sauce is now a Patreon pledger.
For you? That's awesome.
Yeah. I've yet to send him anything, but he'll get something soon.
I've yet to sign up for a Patreon in general.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. You know,
I
even
am
if it's
known
just for
Steak.
a month, it's appreciated.
Steak has a podcast as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking
Yeah,
I haven't seen one fucking thing for it.
I saw his first and like 5th episode, I think.
What is it? Just on YouTube or what?
I think so. Maybe it's on Facebook too. I saw it like yeah, this one kid on one day, man, and it was just like he was on like the phone and like so he saw Steak and like the other kid was, and I'm pretty sure the kid was like walking, like who was on the phone who was interviewing because like the whole time.
Right.
It's pretty funny. Like he must have been like doing someone on the podcast like while a guy was like walking to work or something. It's pretty funny. We're like, well, he was at the gym. I don't know.
Right.
It's not a bad idea, I guess. It's pretty funny.
Why is JV not doing those Tombstone pizza commercials?
They have commercials?
Yeah, I've never seen a Tombstone commercial either.
I haven't seen a commercial, bro. Yeah, man. It's been I cut the cord now over 10 years ago. So commercials, unless they're on YouTube. And
Yeah.
you kind of inspired it the other day, but I fucking re-upped my YouTube fucking thing.
Yeah, I can't
So
do
now
YouTube.
I want some commercials again.
I can't do YouTube without that premium shit. Fuck that.
I listened to Celebrity Sex Scandals EP last night.
Oh, nice.
He sent me that. It's good. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's what they go for. But
someone came in the room and they go to me, "Is this Primus?" It's like it's not too far off. It's good. I don't remember. Like I've known. Like I mean, I know Justin and I thought I knew that band all along, and I guess because of the podcast, I'm a little more hip to like what their thing is, but I don't remember them sounding like that. With that said, they sounds like Dog Fashion Disco kind of.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it's pretty much right on par.
Yeah, which now that I think about it, is kind of like fucking Primus. Never realized that before.
So they're saying the commercial for Tombstone Pizzas, they ask, "What do you want on your tombstone?" And they're saying this commercial's been around forever.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say, fucking, I've seen that commercial. Like, I don't remember a specific commercial, but I've known that slogan, dude. And it ain't on the pizza, but I've known that forever. I think the Undertaker used to do Tombstone Pizza at one point.
That would make
I could
sense.
be wrong. Man, then I gotta be all spooky though, don't I? I don't want to I just like talk Goolsby into doing it or something. I don't do that.
I don't do that.
Not that I don't do that. I said I want to do that.
Have you heard AC/DC's new song?
Yes.
It's very AC/DC.
It's very AC/DC. It's more AC/DC than the last couple AC/DC records worth of AC/DC. Like to me, it sounds more like the last couple AC/DC. I've kept up with them, dude. Like I check out their records every time they come out. They don't come out that often, so it's not hard. It's always an event nowadays when they do. It's like every 6 years, 5 years, 10 years, you know. I remember fucking buying Black Ice on the road with fucking Shammy. Listen to that like a whole tour, and I left the disc in the car. I have a case for it still. It's in the truck. But it was like it's been old fogey for a while, understandably.
Yeah.
It just like it just sounds their age. You know, it's like not even like I don't know. It's just very feeling the AC/DC, like very just like on the nose AC/DC.
Yeah.
So like it's like, you know, I always like it, but I mean like it doesn't last long. You know, like this I thought was more what I like or know or what I believe people love of AC/DC.
Yeah.
As far as like the tempo and the attitude of the song. But like, man, maybe I'm crazy, but like the guitars are so clean, and I don't mean not distorted. I mean they're just like it's like sterile sounding.
Right.
it's like real weird. It just sounds like I don't know how to put it. The only thing I could come up with was sterile. Like it sounds like I don't know. There's a lot of or enough gain there. You know, like it's not that. It's just like I don't know if it sounds super compressed or
I
like
would imagine that he's playing with less power. I mean, how the fuck old is that guy? 70?
yeah, that could be it. It could be.
I'm
Nah,
sure
that's
he's
probably
not fucking picking that shit like he was when he was 35, you know?
yeah, but I can't even compare this to anything else, man. It just sounds like
He's
it sounds too
probably
clean.
sitting down and recording these days, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably
I was gonna
picking
say, I wonder if it
everything.
was Pro Tools, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it still is, but like, I would imagine AC/DC is the type of band who stayed analog.
Right.
I'm not positive. I'm talking out my ass, but like, could be that. This could be the first digitally edited or mixed
Yeah,
fucking.
I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that for 1 second. I think it's the way he plays.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Let me tell you something. I've loved AC/DC my whole life. I got an AC/DC tattoo. Fucking, I saw them live for the first time like 3 years ago, and I wasn't expecting much, like, because I figured I missed the boat. They fucking ruled, dude. I was an idiot. They were so fucking good live, Loki. I couldn't believe it.
Right.
Like it really like they weren't. They were as energetic, as on it, as heavy as
Anything.
fucking
Yeah.
anything. You know, like it was. I felt like such an idiot. I was like, duh, AC/DC rules. You're an idiot. You know, you're an idiot. You knew this all along. I saw them on that last tour right before fucking. It was Brian Johnson's last US tour.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'll tell you, I've been down the AC/DC like the rabbit hole the last couple of days since that song came out. I was fucking just like doing the Bon Scott thing, you know,
Yeah,
like
I went down that a few months ago. I started learning like every ACDC song on guitar and fucking playing solos and
yeah, I've done that.
because
It's
it's pretty
amazing, dude.
cool. It's pretty cool to you know stray away from your picking style, especially when you're soloing. Like it's nice to just learn someone else's picking style and incorporate that into your own playing. Like so, yeah, I was learning all his licks and all that shit. It was pretty. It was fun. It was a fun few months.
I'll tell you, man, like I'm really good. Like I'm pretty good about like anything I ever learned how to play. Like I still kind of know it,
Right.
you know, at least like I could start again. Even if I learned it for a day, I still kind of know it, or I'll like remember the key it's in. But when it comes to solos, dude, I can fucking forget that shit so easy, dude. I learned some AC/DC solos once. I couldn't play a piece of one for you. I couldn't tell you the first note of one of them. Like I learned "You Shook Me All Night Long," like straight through, like every instrument.
Right.
I don't even know if I can, you know, I'd be lucky if I could play the rhythm guitar right now. It's probably all I play. Fucking yeah, I've been down that road though. I
Solos
don't
learn
remember. I don't
learn
remember my own solos, dude.
learning solos. They just become like a string of licks.
Yeah,
You know, it's a string of. It's just like to me. It's like lyrics. It's exactly like
sure.
lyrics. They're a
Oh,
string of. They're phrases. So you
mhm.
just learn the phrases and then tie them together. But yeah, like to me, it's just how vocals would go. I don't know. That's just the way I think about it.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. I forget. I've gotten to the point where I've about forgotten all the lyrics now too. I forgot the lyrics to my own songs a couple times now. So yeah, sounds about right. Fucking yeah, that's a bad segue. I was gonna say this before, but like if what's it? It's like this. Is this the second week of October?
Yeah.
So we got 2 more Mondays of this.
Let's see. Let's open the calendar. We have 2 more Mondays,
We should fucking
and then you'll have to come on a Wednesday.
we should probably figure out something to do then. Like
Something
what
to do what?
like maybe I don't know, like I still want shit we haven't talked about. Like even like timeline wise or like history wise. Still tons of shit we didn't fucking cover. Um maybe the comments or fucking something have as like a topic we should cover next. We should fucking really try to make the next 2 weeks like like was it last week we did fucking end of Gotham Road into beginning of fucking Graves era.
Yeah.
We should have the next 2 weeks like that.
Of what time period?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Right. What do you guys want to hear? You guys
That's what I'm
fucking out there
saying.
in the audience. What the fuck you want to hear me and Joe fucking bullshit about?
That's what I'm saying. We should fucking try to fucking make it concise in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If that's going to be the case. Rather than sit here and talk about fucking pizza and eat fucking AC/DC. Barbecue.
I like both of those things.
I like all of those things. I do.
Have we ever heard of 6 Feet Under's AC/DC? Yes, of course.
6 Feet Under, like the band, like Chris Barnes?
Yeah.
They do an AC/DC record?
They covered a song.
Oh, what do they do? I think I know this.
Done Dirty
Dirty
Deeds.
Deeds?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm pretty sure. No. I say I covered an AC/DC song in the last couple of years, actually. First time I ever played one on stage. I think I wanted to say it was Dirty Deeds, but I think we did TNT actually. Did it? I played bass.
Did we or did we not?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. We did not, but we practiced it.
So we never played it live.
Nope. Someone put the kibosh on it. Someone didn't want to do it. It might have been you.
I learned it. There was no way I'd put the kibosh on it. If I fucking learn it, I'm gonna play it.
Sure. I would have been interested to see how I fucking would have sang that. I remember testing it out. Like I thought, I'm pretty sure I could sing this. Like it's kind of hard singing an AC/DC song. I think I was doing it like my own way. Like I wasn't singing like him, but it was still respectful. Like it was like sounded like me doing that song, right. Not in his voice. I remember I do indeed, in fact, remember fucking being in my apartment and screaming into a throw pillow to see if I could do it. Like I sang the whole song into a pillow because like there's no like singing a talking voice to do that. Like you've got to fucking belt it. And yeah, we never jammed it. Never happened. That other fucking song I want to do that I told you to fucking track out. I think I told you a couple times last month. We never jammed that one either with the band.
Right. Yeah, never with the band, right?
Nope. Yep, nope. What's up with covers lately, man? See, that's the other thing. I mean, like, I don't know. I can't see the comments right now, so I don't know who's here or whatever. Fucking, I think it's a little whack. That's why I didn't want to go ahead and release that song like that. It's like, because like Darrow's coming out of a fucking couple year release silence. And I really don't want to, I think it's kind of lame to pop that cherry on a cover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it that way, but you could also not see it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with that one, it's cool. It's
like
just
a primer,
an oddball.
You don't just throw paint on the wall. You gotta prime it first.
Yeah, that's true.
Little dick tease.
I had intended to do to do a session with literally a couple, like a handful of originals, and that kind of like a Lone Star State EP. You know what I'm saying? So that way, like, you can either drop it like that, or just have it ready to drop quick. But you guys want to do that? I'll do it.
Scott's saying that you should come here. We should do a jam session. Scott, why don't you take him here and fucking come yourself too?
Scott, don't drive.
Scott.
I'm fucking more mobile than him. I got a bike. Oh no, he's got a bike.
Scott don't drive?
No.
Bro.
Scott drove, he wouldn't drive anymore anyway. Fucking the world's a better place because Scott doesn't drive.
Right. Damn.
Scott probably get there on the bus quicker than me though. He's fucking like he's a lot better non-driver than I am. Say that much.
LeBron James won a championship, Joe. What do you think about that?
Didn't he die?
No, he's not dead.
Nah, it's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that's Kobe Bryant.
He's basketball, all right.
Right.
Is that a big deal?
Well, I guess he's a big deal. I can't stand the guy, but
Why?
he's just like
Is he an asshole or is he a bad basketball player?
yeah, he's just really fucking. He's a pompous prick,
Mm.
He's good, but instead of being like humble about it, he's like, I'm the fucking best that ever lived. Suck it. I'm like, yo, dog.
He's like the Bret Hart of basketball.
Right. Did you see? There was one other thing I saw I wanted to talk to you about. Oh yeah, things blew me away that I saw this week. One of them is that Korn, the first album's 26 years old.
Whew. I'm getting old. I'm pulling an Isaac, bro.
Yeah.
I'm calling out the Isaac now. What the fuck? Oh man, I just pulled an Isaac for no reason. This shit. Man.
And Seasons of the Abyss is 30.
Wow. Well, that makes a little more sense because Season of the Abyss was just that was out by the time I was listening to Slayer.
Right.
I think, right? Yeah. I think Undisputed Attitude was the current record when I fucking no. Yeah, I think Undisputed Attitude was the current record when I started listening to Slayer. To be fair, I never really fucking got into Slayer that hard. But
yeah, huh?
Yeah. I
Seasons of the Abyss, I was absolutely all in. All in.
I mean, of course I like fucking Slayer, but I didn't when I was a kid, I didn't buy the records like that. I liked the songs I liked and because that's another thing is Slayer's fucking great across all of their records, man. There's a lot of good Slayer. There's a lot of good songs on every record.
Yeah.
It's a daunting discography, some bands, you just don't know where to start and fucking you got friends who fucking overplay that shit. And it's I'd rather get shit that fucking other people don't have and don't overplay. So I heard just plenty of Slayer fucking just chilling, just fine.
And the Korn thing, I got
I remember
cassette tape.
I remember hearing it. Yeah, me too. I've had that on cassette.
And I got it at the Limelight, with Ralph.
Funny. I spent my night last night, literally my entire evening. I have sources that could corroborate the story. I spent several hours last night getting together a folder of pictures to send to you, and I never sent it to you, but I still have it.
Thanks, man.
Man, that's really cool. You know what? It's daunting amount of photos, and none of them are Darrow or Gotham Road or Mr. Monster.
Are they just bullshitting pictures?
All sorts of shit, man. It's really some mishmash of shit.
Yeah.
Yep. And the funny part is I have these other folders that I made for you fucking almost probably months ago now.
Didn't send those either?
Didn't send those either. I could. I'm ready to send those now. They're. It's called they're Loki sampler platters. That's what they're called. The folders are called. Never sent them, but it's because of those folders that I didn't include any Mr. Monster, Gotham Road, or Darrow. And there's thousands of pictures in this folder. It's good shit. I got that from Ralph because I had some good fucking Ralph screen grabs and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. I want to cross reference a date, but I got a text message from you one day that said yo man, pretty sure Ralph just killed himself.
Oh, is this the false alarm?
Yeah. I don't know where you got it, bro. You talked to Koch or something like that.
Koch called me. I was at a 4th of July party. And Koch called me bracing me as if it was going to be really bad news. And I'm, listen.
That's what was funny about it. You said that, and fucking, we were like, me and you, fucking, we were like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't wish death on people,
It's not. No, it's
but
terrible. That's
like
why it's funny.
I don't. If they happen to die, it's not like I don't pretend to have this fucking love affair with someone if I don't have if I don't feel anything for them. I don't pretend to be sad about it. So Koch hit me up, fucking, yo man, I think Ralph was in Mexico. No one's heard from him, and I'm pretty sure he OD'd and he's dead. And I'm like, well, it's about time. Fucking,
It was.
I'm
It
surprised
was.
it hasn't happened sooner.
You're
Fucking,
absolutely
and
right.
then it
That
turned
was
out to
both
be
our
fake.
reaction. Yeah,
Turned out to be fake, and then it turned out that he left Jay Webb in Mexico. Like he
that's
fucking
right.
like so they both OD'd or something. Ralph, I don't know.
Our
I
friends
don't
go
know
to
the
Mexico.
I don't know
I,
the real story.
they
Um,
OD'd, or they got fucked up in Mexico. I think they got into like with some hairy people.
right.
I think they got jumped or something,
Yeah.
and Ralph bounced, and fucking our friend Jay got beat up and I believe kidnapped or lost
Something. Yeah.
in Mexico for a long time. No one knew where he was. He was like in a hospital, something like that.
So people were searching for this guy and calling all the hospitals in the area. But Ralph just left him for dead. What a friend.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What a friend.
And these are the reasons why when we hear he killed himself, we're just like,
Right. It turned out to be a false alarm, and then it
That's
really
that guy.
happened. Right.
And when it really happened, I was a little bummed.
Yeah.
But not for that reason.
Right.
Bummed because of the shrapnel that he left behind. What he left for the world, how he left it. Life ain't fair, bro.
Nope.
Ain't fair. That's probably pretty fair. I mean, it's not fair, but I mean, like, that's what you get. I mean,
yeah, I know we both sound, me particular, sound like insensitive pricks about this guy dying. I don't care. It's just
you know what?
He was a terrible, terrible person.
On the reels, though, hold on, because that dude was our friend,
right?
At a point, anyway. But and you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you, but like I remember being bummed for and at myself when he died because I didn't care. Like I was like, oh wow, he's dead.
I only felt bad.
It's about time.
I only felt bad for the people.
Yeah,
that he disappointed.
Yes,
because that's all that guy did was disappoint everyone. Yeah. And I only felt bad for those people.
We were just fucking 10, 12 years disappointed at that point.
Right. So, anyway.
Amazing. It's amazing. Shitty. And I remember fucking, it did get to me, man. I don't think I was bummed about it, but that situation did affect me quite a bit. Especially like, because it rhymed with Jason in a way. It didn't rhyme with Jason either. But I mean, it did though. Like those two died in close proximity of one another, and they were really good friends. Mm-hmm. And I met them together. We all met them together. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. But yeah, I was pretty bummed about it. But fucking for every other reason than the reason that you usually get bummed when someone dies, like I was, like you said, I felt bad. I remember the way I felt bad for all like Yus kind of too. Like it's like all these years we never talk about Angelson.
Right.
We don't let anyone hear it. We don't put it out there. We don't and we've never discussed it before. Like it's not like all the dudes who were in that band sat down and said, we're never going to talk about this. We're never going to show anybody. We're never going to put it out. Yo, do you have the bowl? Thank you. We just never spoke about it. Any of us. None of us. I mean, like, as a matter of fact, I was on like, I found something Gotham Road on YouTube that was crazy, and it led me to like Googling something, and I found all this other shit. You saw, I sent you the links. And I read like an early bio, and you totally like in the early bios you would drop that. Like it said Angel Sin in the early Gotham Road bios for sure. There was a point where you fucking had it on your sleeve a little bit, but it's amazing. I mean, like for all of us for how many of us had that is the beginning of all of our story. You know, like for
Right.
all the incestuous nature of all these bands, from Mr. Monster to Down the Road, Michael Graves, and fucking like all of it, man. Like, you know, and Doomsday and Darrow, that's where it all started. And none of us ever talk about it. None of us ever showed anyone in a public forum. I mean, you got like 2 songs on YouTube. One of them, it's a cover though. One of them, right?
Right.
And we've never discussed it. And it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, like by no means is the record bad. It's not like it's embarrassing. You know, like shit, we've done shit since it that wasn't as good. You know, like I mean, and I mean at this point too, like that's kind of where I got bummed about it when Ralph passed. It was like I was on the fence of like, is it okay to talk about this now, or is it okay to share it, or is it, you know, because of Jason, man. That band is called Angel Sin because
Yeah, because
Jason.
Jason was in it.
You know, like that's just as much Jason's band
That
as
goes to
that's
show
Jason's
you
first studio
what
release.
that goes to show you what kind of a fucking asshole this guy was, that we all have tried to erase this from history.
Yeah,
including Jason.
yeah, absolutely. Jason wouldn't have fucking no way.
Including Jason. Just try
It's
to
art.
expunge that from like it never fucking happened.
Yep. I it wasn't my right to fucking put it out there and stuff like that. You know, I'm not on that record.
Yeah.
Fucking but you know, like that shit got kicked up when Jason died. You know, like just through friends and like that's where we all met, dude. We all met through that band. Like so it's like you think
But that's
it would
kind of
come
where it
up.
loses, like, it's only relevant to us. Like, no one else gives a fuck. I mean, it could have been called anything. Could have been called "Go fuck yourself." It still has the same relevance, you know.
That's where both your and even my story starts, though, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's only
and
relevant
as
to
well
us,
as
though, is what I'm
Jason's,
saying.
that bleeds into the Empire Hideous. It bleeds into
Yeah.
the Misfits. It bleeds into like it. That shit goes right in the timeline of literally even the Misfits story, dude. Angels and Crosses. You know, like that. Like it's crazy, crazy. But I found it. My answer was no. That it isn't okay to share it now. It's less okay to share it now, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, you know, like I mean, I don't know about you guys. Like I said, we've never discussed it, man. Like none of us. I've never discussed it with any of you about why we don't put it on our bios or share it with anybody or show anyone or talk about it ever. You know, like none of us have said that. I only know why I don't. You know,
Right.
and I mean, why I don't is because I didn't like because all of us went on to fucking do something with the music out of that band.
It's
You know,
not
like
only that, but
most of us left that band.
there was no
And
way I was giving that guy any shine
well, that's
whatsoever
where I'm
off of
going with
my
it.
hard work. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Like I ain't ever showing anyone or giving you an audience for anything ever.
Especially after he died, man. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't do it a lot of time. It's like what we're gonna turn these people onto it and fucking give it that seal of approval. You know, like you know, and make him fucking the singer of a famous or you know,
Yeah.
after the fact. Nah, man, that dude didn't do anything to help or make any of this happen. You know, like as a matter of fact, it did more to hurt it all across the board.
It's a sad story, Joe.
It's crazy.
Of talent
There's
wasted.
another reason. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. He was a very talented dude. He's
Super
another one.
talented.
He's another one, much like Jason. Who he's another one who like he like almost just about mastered an instrument, and then it was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something else, and then yeah, I'm gonna do something else after that, and then settled on what he was probably the worst at. It's like, you know, like what he ended up doing. You know, like
Yeah.
how, like
He got the drummer syndrome. He got the fuck out behind there and wanted to sing.
that's another thing. Angelson was started by two drummers. Like both Jason and Ralph
Mike
were
Pierce is
killer
here.
drummers.
Mike Pierce, you showed up just in time, buddy.
Oh yeah, the first and only time we'll ever talk about Angelson, Mike
Right.
Pierce. Hey, I'll tell you, if not for Angelson, though, I mean, fucking Mr. Monster would have never had a fucking camp to pick up the
Yeah.
droppings from. I mean, fuck the first lineup of Mr. Monster post. Even the first lineup of Mr. Monster, if not for Angelson, you wouldn't have had that lineup either.
Yep.
I mean, Jimmy and fucking Mars, Jason knew those guys through Empire Hideous. Ralph was their drummer. Like, and the do you know where they crossed into the Misfits story? Those two?
Who, Jason?
Well, yeah, Jason and Ralph.
Well, I know they fucking rehearsed with them, right?
They rehearsed Mike Hideous.
Yeah.
To be the singer. Like, I guess when Michael didn't show up, neither did Doyle and fucking Chud.
Yeah.
And those rehearsals were Jerry called. I don't know if Mike requested
During Michael's
them.
illustrious hockey career.
Hockey camp, yeah. When Michael went to hockey camp. Yeah, all the rehearsals were done by Jerry only, Jason Trioxin, and fucking Ralph on drums.
Yeah.
And fucking that's how fucking Mike Hideous fucking got ready. But even so, I mean, like the fucking everything about Mr. Monster's early, every lineup of Mr. Monster, just I think everyone up until that last one was all like pieces of Fractured Angelson the whole way through. I mean, the first lineup after Jimmy and Mars was me, you, and Pierce, who had all just come from Angelson. Literally, the three of us had been. I think we were still in Angelson at the time. All of us at that point.
Yeah, totally.
Yo, do you remember? I shouldn't say this. I found a CD amongst my stuff of a Mr. Monster show with you on guitar. And it's like board audio. It might be the only board audio Mr. Monster show. Period.
Board audio,
actually.
eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like multi-tracked, but it's
right.
Board audio. And from this recording, it's a very odd set. I believe it to be, it's me, you, Mike, Pierce, and Jason. And I believe it to be, if not our second, our third show in the band. And we played a night in New York City at a club. I don't remember at the moment. But the theme of the night was Elvis Presley covers.
Oh, it's that show?
Yep. Well, you have a bad memory of the show for the same reason I was going to say, I guess. I don't know if you remember. The show isn't bad. It's just the Elvis covers.
Yeah, that's what's
one
bad.
of them. Well, no, one of them is on the Jason Put It Out. We Do Love Me.
Right.
Which
it's the other one that was bad.
Yeah, Glenn Danzig just fucking did Love Me on the Danzig Does.
Mike Pierce is saying that's Hogs and Heifers.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
That's very likely, sure. Why not?
All I remember from there is the fucking bras being all up in the fucking bar.
We played Hogs and Heifers more than once, though, too.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it was the Continental, actually. But I feel like that's what it says on the CD for some reason. But in my mind, it looks like it could be Hogs and Heifers. So I'll go with that. I don't I know what the Continental looks like. I don't remember that, but I believe that's what it says on the CD. Nonetheless, do you remember the other song that we did that night? We did two Elvis covers. One of them we put out on the fucking All I Want. I'm
on a record?
Yeah.
I didn't know
it's
that.
The only one. And you know what's funny is Germs is on one of them too. And Germs is on that EP twice, and he doesn't play on it once. As a matter of fact. It's like on this again on the Songs in the Crypt EP, Jason did the same thing that Angelson had done with We Care a Lot by doing it like fake live. like it was a studio recording with
Right.
piped in live audio, and then like given a bullshit date and fucking like as if it was fucking really live. So when Jason credits that in the record, the band was totally superficial. You know, like I was playing bass at that time. So I could have been playing guitar too. And fucking and the reality of the situation is I really did play bass and guitar on that song. It was a science fiction double feature. That's not fucking live. It was it was the Me You and Pierce band that would have been the place and time that it was
Right.
dated for. You know, like Germs didn't even know how to play an instrument for the date that it said on the fucking, like he wasn't in the band by like 3 years. But he's credited. Germs got a Mr. Monster credit on that he didn't play.
But we've lied a bunch of times on credits.
I have never lied on credits, buddy.
We've lied a bunch of times on credits. We've
Okay,
lied.
I guess you can call it a lie. I have done the right thing on credits. I've lied in.
There's still lies.
That's a.
No, a lot. Dude, there's no definite. There's no separate definition of a lie. Whether it's for good or for bad, it's a lie. Okay.
I
Also, but that's not the
credits
only time I'm thinking. Like we've lied with Jason, that fucking Christmas song we did. Fucking, we've lied about that fucking live record we
that
did.
ain't on
We.
us. We didn't make the me. I didn't write those liner notes, dude. I didn't write those liner notes. That was Jason's deal.
Right.
But me and you did get credited. That's for sure. I mean, I didn't credit me. He didn't credit you.
I mean,
You didn't credit you.
It did happen at my house. That's
We
technically
were
true.
there.
Right.
Yeah. And we
I
had
did.
played on it at some point too, I think.
Right. I think I played the solo on it, or I don't know what I did something on it to make it kind of authentic. And Jason did sing it. That's about it. And I did record it. I did record him.
Yeah. It was for the better.
Right.
That way. I mean, if you remember, me and you didn't
Sounds
want to
good,
do it.
though.
Yeah, it was all right. We didn't want to do it, and we weren't really equipped to have done it.
Right.
Or little would we know. We figured that Jason wanted to do a Mr. Monster song, not like that, you know. So that cost a little by surprise. Like in those days, like we didn't have like fucking clean tones and shit.
Yeah.
Everything we recorded was like the fucking same drum sound, the same guitar sound, the same bass sound every time. We were not equipped.
Fucking tambourines and
tambourines and bells and shit. Fuck you. Maybe now, but whatever the case. Yeah, you're credited on a Mr. Monster record for that one song.
Right.
Despite your faces on fucking a shirt and a CD, you actually have a credit on that song. I believe that's the only one, dude.
Yeah, my face made it to a CD.
Yep. Yeah, it did.
Where I'm wearing Danzig's shirt, right? Is that the fucking?
Yes, you are. I just found that's in that folder I got you. I have outtakes from that photo shoot. There's a photo shoot of Loki wearing a shirt Glenn Danzig made, man.
That's right.
Like, he's looking pretty cool, man. Fucking Glenn Danzig hand painted bone shirt, as a matter of fact.
I was a young fella.
Lord knows where that is, actually. Wonder what did happen to that show.
I certainly didn't take it.
No. Maybe still sitting. Might just be sitting.
The Indian people still own that house? Or no, the Egyptians.
Yeah, no, yes they do. But no, that's not where it would be. I know Jason took it home.
Oh yeah.
So it's a matter of, did Jason sell that shirt between that day and the rest of his life, or just sitting in Jason's basement, you know? Can't answer that question. One day, well, sure, I'll tell you one day. Not today.
How do we know that Danzig made that shirt?
Jason had a lot of things from the same source. It's possible that that person lied to Jason, sure.
Right.
But I don't think so. Jason, when he was younger, had become really close with Erie Vaughn.
Right.
They were legit buds. And Jason had bought some things off of him, was given some stuff from him.
I
He had
picked
a lot
up
of
a
stuff like
cabinet
that.
from Erie's house once with Jason.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. That cabinet, about a year before Jason passed, he was trying to sell it. I don't think he did. That it's a PA cabinet that
Yeah,
was used.
I went with
It
him
was
to
like the
pick that up.
Misfits rehearsal PA cabinet, and it's
Yep.
one of them. Yeah, it sat from probably like you guys probably brought it down to his basement, and it sat there for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
It never moved.
And he never
Like
used it, right? To my knowledge.
no, no, it's a PA cab. You know, it's
Yeah.
not a.
But we've
So I
had
mean,
PAs before. I mean, fucking.
it's one speaker.
Yeah.
So it's like, and if you remember, we used to have PAs come out of our fucking ass.
Yep.
Um,
I stole some with the Newtons.
yeah. Yo, we had so many PAs. We had so many PAs that at the seventh house, I left a set of PA speakers behind that were great, and I just like left them. I, as a matter of fact, have obtained another piece of PA just in the last year. I do not have a PA at the moment. Actually, it's first time in life. Yo, doesn't fucking Graves have your PA right
My
now?
PA is at Michael's house right now. The whole thing.
That is the PA. That is the Angelson PA.
He uses it on his podcast. He's got all my mics. It's all right. It's okay.
It's one of those speakers, man.
I ain't got a place to fucking put that shit right now. Anyway, it's
Yeah,
got to
bro.
live somewhere.
You put them in storage unit USA, Joe Vasta Town.
Oh.
Fucking, I got a big storage unit.
But yeah, right now it's in the barn.
That fucking seriously, dude. We've had those speakers our whole lives.
Yeah.
Like those were from those were purchased for the Angelson studio. Those speakers. They've been every single band we've ever been in has used that PA or
Yep.
those speakers anyway.
Yeah, no, every single band.
Every single one. I ended up with a powered mixer recently. Free. As PAs come.
Yeah.
I got speakers for it. You know.
He's got my Behringer board too.
I don't like that thing.
It's fucking kicking up there.
Yeah, I bet. Probably not fucking playing its fucking copious fucking Ramones fucking or Motorhead fucking levels that we did though.
Mike Pierce is offering to hold the PA.
I mean, put it right next to his Cage drum kit.
Right. Yeah. Do you have a Cage drum kit, Mike?
He did. He had it. I believe he did have. I know he had one.
Mike do you have Pierce it fucking flip around in your house?
Tommy Lee, like overhead Cage with the cymbals. I don't know if they were on chains, but he never brought it out. Of course.
Damn.
He was too old to carry that shit, man. He couldn't. He couldn't be lugging that type of shit.
He
around,
says
man.
He has 3.
3 Cage drum kits. Does he have a roller coaster?
One is it? Is one in a gravitron? Fucking.
Does he have Tommy Lee living in a cage in his basement?
Damn.
Ask Mike Pierce if he remembers the 2 Elvis songs that we did.
He says, yeah, he's the one that said it was at Hogs and Heifers.
Does he remember what songs we played though?
Was it what? Mike Pierce, do you remember what Elvis songs we played?
One got released, the other one we never even spoke of. And I found it.
So no, he has 3 kits. One's a V drum, one is the Cage, and one's a blue kit.
Oh, I thought
that's very cages. Descriptive. My blue kit.
Yes. You got a blue kit.
That's at Michael's house too. My cab's at Michael's house too.
Trace Elliott.
Do
you have what about the PV mixer that I liked?
PV mixer. I think that's dead.
It's not dead. You left it die somewhere. Never died. The PV. It was like a PV 6-channel mixer. Do you know where we got that from?
I'm willing to say that that's fucking long gone.
Unknown Joe fact: the high school I went to burned the fuck down. Like every fucking kid fucking dreams of. One day I was in school, fucking first, second period, fire alarm went off, and the fucking building was actually on fire, and it burnt that motherfucker down on fire. It wasn't even like a little fire; it burnt the motherfucker down. Um, so like I had off school for like a year. It was awesome. But
They didn't put you in a new school? Like, they were just like,
they did
school's
a couple
over.
months, bro. They did a couple months later. They put us in they put us at Felician College in Teaneck.
Okay.
So it was like our high school, I think junior high school, was on a college campus in like a cafeteria mainly. We didn't have any books. We didn't have like, it was more like it was more like therapy for all the kids who were actually sad that their fucking school burned down. Fucking and then we ate lunch together. It really was. It was more like therapy than school. Um and it was like just for like the last like month or two of school. It was like the summertime of school that year. Um, Whatever the case. Although kids who went to that school commuted from all over the tri-state area, I happened to live in the town that the school was in. So like, and I happened to have some degenerate pipe hitting motherfucking friends. So that building burned down. And I guess like a day or two later, these dudes I know broke in and they stole all the fucking like all the assembly gear, like everything that they had for like I mean they stole anything that was worth fucking stealing. But they stole the fucking PA system out of the school for like that they would use for like their plays and their fucking talent shows and like whatever assemblies. Um, the same kid who stole that, some kid, these two dudes stole it, and I knew them actually close, but they sold it to this other dude I know. And that dude blew my amp out. So he gave me the PA.
If, as in return for your fucking burnt out amp?
Uh-huh. And I had that, and that's how I had that PA, and that's what we used all through Monster. Shit, we were using it in Darrow and Doomsday too. He used to get so mad at me. Loki bought this like brand new, like state of the art, modern day powered mixer with effects and shit like that. And fucking,
There's been a couple of those.
it was great and everything. It was just fine. It just wasn't fucking like 8,000 watts. So especially like Doomsday Darrow era, we certainly played very loud, especially when I was singing. Um, so when the fucking Loki would come over and I'd fucking just like take fucking powered mixer out, put it into this shitty fucking. It's like the size of like an amp head, or bigger. It's a like 6 channels on the front PV mixer, like piece of shit, like probably 1991 made PV mixer, and only like 2 or 3 fucking channels on it worked. But that motherfucker had to be like 1,100 watts. Dude, was it loud?
Those old
Like
PV things were fucking tanks, dude. I miss
they were
that.
awesome.
I miss that old
It still
design.
works.
Like everything had that same like hardcore fucking army design. It was just like it was built to fucking last. You could throw that shit
Dude,
off a building.
yeah, the Tolex on that would fucking rip your
Yeah,
skin off, dude.
and like everything
Absolutely.
PV had like was built just like that. Even my little fucking practice amp
Yeah, I have
like
one of
had the
those too.
same fucking design.
And I'll tell you, do you still have it?
Yeah, yeah,
I still have a PV Bandit as well. Um, I don't know. I think yours might be a Rage or is the Bandit?
yeah.
I don't know.
Mine was the one with the reverb chamber, whatever that was.
Yeah, it's the Rage and the Bandit were like the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, I still have mine too, and I'm telling you that PV mixer worked. It totally worked. Like like you just didn't need it anymore. I think that was like with all your other amps when you moved, and I think you tried to sell it or something. And you didn't. Maybe Dean has it.
It's a
Probably.
possibility that if it was in my garage and I did not throw it out, because I tested everything before I gave
It
it.
definitely worked.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if it worked, it went to Dean's. If it did not work, it got thrown in the fucking trash fucking thing.
Mm.
I had those containers. I had like 8 containers in front of my house when I gutted that house, dude.
What kind of containers we're talking?
Like full-blown construction garbage containers. I
That
had a
shit,
lot of
man.
containers fucking come through. There
Enough
was so
shit
much
to
shit
just
in
take a
that fucking
container.
house. It was crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. I know. It's your whole life, man. Stuff amasses,
Yeah.
and you get good at putting it away. Didn't even look like there was much in the house, and there was. Do you remember? I moved my entire family out of the West House
Yeah.
by myself. You know how much shit I left behind?
Now, now a lot of it's here, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I get out of here.
I can tell you exactly how much a U-Haul costs. No, you don't want a U-Haul. You want a Penske. Penske's the deal, and it ain't that
Yeah.
bad. COVID times a lot cheaper. Cheaper. It was about $800 cheaper going the other way than it was coming.
Yeah.
Yep, $800 cheaper.
Damn.
Yep, significant.
I
Actually,
think when I leave here, I'm just gonna be homeless. I'll just put all my shit in storage and just live in a car for a while.
I mean, I ain't too much different than what I've been doing.
Just
I just
fucking
don't have a
travel, go
car.
around.
This would have been a good time to have a van. I have this is the first storage unit of my life, actually. I swore to myself my whole life that I'd never have my stuff in a storage unit.
You never what?
Like, I'd never put my stuff in a storage unit. I
Oh,
swear,
okay.
like forever, I'd never do it. It used to be like an irrational fear of mine, like from like the era of like, well,
It's
just
not.
watching.
It's not irrational. It's totally rational to have that fear.
Yeah,
But
stop.
sometimes it's necessary. You gotta do what you gotta do.
It was my choice. Well, you know what? That's actually not true. I put my shit in a storage unit for like 2 weeks when I got here. When I got to Tennessee, like I came from Jersey, put my shit in a storage unit for like 2-3 weeks while I was like looking for places and shit.
Yeah.
So I guess it's been a unit before that. And that was a goddamn nightmare. I fucking had to go there every day, bro. There was a leak in the unit. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
nothing. Yeah, I spent about $100 on tarps. Fucking awful. I had plenty of tarps. If you ever need a tarp, let me tell you,
Damn.
enormous ones. I have enough tarps to cover literally everything around. But no, man. This time I got a fucking storage unit. It's like it's probably nicer than fucking most of the places we rehearsed and some of the places we lived. Most all the places we've played. Fucking got one of those like climate control motherfuckers. That like it's like and it's upstairs. Inconvenient, but very convenient.
Right. No leaks. Yeah, the leaks go
Yeah,
downstairs. Right.
yeah. No flooding, no fucking climate control. They ain't gotta worry about my shit fucking freezing and fucking blowing up or heating up and expanding. It's all good, bro. Fucking my stuff is doing better than I am. Spacious. It's got a lot of room.
I like the fucking all the spaces that we would go down to Maryland and people are rehearsing out of their storage space. We can't do that shit.
Yeah, no, that would never happen in Jersey. We didn't even have an hourly rehearsal place in our county, and to this day there isn't one. That's how unlikely it was that we would rehearse. We never rehearsed in our own county unless we rehearsed at our home.
Right.
Period. There's no, and it sucks, man. There were plenty of industrial areas that you'd think fucking would have been good for a rehearsal space. But yeah, man, out in Maryland, that's the deal. They just fucking rent like a $40 fucking outdoor facing garage fucking storage unit and keep your gear in there and jam the door open.
They would never allow that by us. It's
Never
crazy.
in a million years would that happen in New Jersey. Nope.
They fucking carpeted that shit. Remember? Fucking, there was like a little rug on the floor for the drums.
In 2009, what it cost to rent a rehearsal unit in New Jersey is more than what I pay in rent in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Current.
That place where I got fucking AC/DC drunk. was in California. That was also a rehearsal, a storage unit.
Yes, it was. Bonds got drunk.
Bonds got drunk.
All of mine and Loki's adventures and misadventures. There is one evening where he got so drunk that I was afraid to go to sleep. I watched Loki sleep the entire night because I was convinced that he was Bon Scott drunk. I literally like sat Indian style over him, making sure he was breathing and not puking the entire evening. That's how drunk he was.
Damn.
And you done some drinking. That night was unto itself. Unto itself. So anyway, did Pierce ever fucking come up with the song?
I also smoked out of like a 7-foot bong.
Hey, you didn't even smoke weed. What were you doing? Look, you didn't even smoke weed. That night he did, bro. That night he was hitting bongs that like I wouldn't have hit. You know, like
I was fucking Snoop Dogg that night.
Yeah, it was your idea to smoke it too, I believe. You're like, you guys got any weed? What? Who is this guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that kid almost burnt his house down when we got to his house.
Why? Someone left something in the oven?
He had a hot pocket in the oven.
Oh, that's right. We woke up and it was still in the oven on fire, right?
Yeah. If we hadn't walked in there, who knows?
What? Who? Oh, I know that. I know who that was. I could see his face. I don't remember his name.
We used to call him Boney or something.
Yeah.
Fucking Boney.
Right. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Where is that? Where are you, Boney?
I don't know, but I spoke to someone else from fucking from someone else's house we stayed at on that tour, who I haven't spoken to probably since that tour, just last night, as a result of poking them. It was it's interesting. Same period of time. That first Darrow tour, we would stay at anyone's house.
Right.
Damn good. I gotta admit, going back, you really did have a great idea on finding places to crash on that tour when all of us fucking went to hell. I don't know if you heard that shit from someone or if you fucking came up with it, and I thought it was crazy at the time, but now when I look back at it, I'm like, that's a fucking good idea. It's fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean, it is a great idea.
It is great.
And no, I didn't. No one told me, but I'm like, why not?
Yeah, you were saying Loki signed up for a whole bunch of dating sites, and just like, so like, we couldn't find a place to crash the other night. He would just like, I don't know what the fuck is that, Tinder or something. I don't know. Just fucking find himself a date. Like, hey, is it cool if my friends crash in your accounts too?
All right.
Fucking, and it worked.
I was always pretty honest about what was going on.
Every time. It worked every time. And we would get like fed, get breakfast in the morning. It'd always be like way nicer houses.
Right.
We'd always stay at like some dude's fucking bachelor pad beneath or above a club and shit. That shit was like all milfed out. Great idea, man. I thought Loki was crazy.
I thought I was crazy too, but you know.
You thought it was genius.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, man.
You called it ahead though. I remember before we left on the tour, you're like, "Yo, I got a backup plan. Fucking, we get into these couple spots where we don't have a place to stay. I got a plan." And you told us, and I was like, "Nah, that's fucking crazy. We're not gonna have to do that. We'll find a place to stay." And I would say 2-3 times, right?
For the most part, we had already 3 or 4.
At a point, we started leaning on it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at a point, like, it worked a couple times. And I don't know if we leaned on it as much as, like, you were just like, yo, let's do that again. Because that shit's surefire. You know, like, Yep. Yo, in that folder of pictures that I put together for you, I found a picture of Dead and Wasted in front of fucking Vanimal. Like, and now, and there, it's like the blurb beneath it is announcing the tourist cancellation. It's terrible. It's like the last picture of them with the van. It's like up on the tow truck.
Tony's watching the show. I wonder if Tony remembers when we finally all made
Tony
it.
Bones?
No,
Backstage?
Tony. Tony, California.
Oh,
If he
San Cool.
remembers when we made it to the CIA and like everyone's all defeated.
Was that
Dead and Wasted? I had already hit the horse. We played that venue that didn't know that we were actually showing up to play. It was like that weird. It was a very weird venue. It was like.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
it's a good show that night. I have video footage of that, I believe.
To be Tony, like watching us all get out.
No, I'm mixing that up with something else.
No, that was not a good show. No one showed up except for Tony and.
Yeah, you're right. No, our California crew was there, and I think that was our first night there, so it was still cool.
Yeah.
But yes,
Tony. I'm talking about CIA. Yeah. Tony's here. He's in the chat.
It was like a little like museum-y or like a haunted housey type thing, right?
It was like a circus,
like magic
house.
circus haunted thing. There's like a little amusement before you got to the like place where we played, and it was like really quirky inside, like a sideshow, I believe. On like the stage was dressed like something.
Yeah, and no other bands were booked. It was just us and Dead and Wasted, and the fucking owner of the place didn't show up till I'm sure he was guessing we weren't going to show up either. And like he showed up finally after hours of trying to call him. Was like, oh, I didn't know the show was going on tonight. Like, what?
Is that the night that we were Ghostbusters?
That is the night.
That was worth it. We had a good time that night, man. Enough of our like friends showed up.
Right. As
yes, we didn't have a. Yeah, man.
It was very poorly attended, though.
Yeah, but we were rolling like 20, 30 deep as it was.
I don't think it was even that good. Tony can tell us. Tony, how was this attendance at that show? It wasn't very good.
It wasn't good.
And the stage was super weird, remember? Fucking he's saying that the Ghostbusters was a different time at CI. We played there twice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, one night, our friend Garrett brought a replica proton pack to our show. Like a stage, like a movie replica prop to scale and everything.
And he's right, because Dean was not on that tour. So it was definitely a different time.
Yeah, that was just me and Doug.
The first time we were at the CIA, there was only 8 people there. Second time was about cooler, I guess.
I don't remember that tour very much.
Right.
I don't.
Second time was with the Scurvy Kids, Order the Fly.
Second time was damn good. We played Mad Science the second time.
Yeah.
It was a great show. And I believe, and I'm not partially proud of this, and in a way I'm totally embarrassed by it. But for a while, I believe that we were the last show at Mad Science Theater.
Really?
Yeah. We got crazy, and it got crazy after we played.
Did we get crazy?
Yeah, we got crazy. And we were encouraged.
Doesn't sound like that.
We were encouraged, and I mean, like, I guess like it was cool. We didn't know it wasn't cool until after the show. And
what kind of crazy were we? Just normal crazy?
I don't think that we particularly did anything that was like, we didn't do anything. It was like, is the actual reason the show stopped.
Gotcha.
But no, so it didn't stop. But I mean, they never had a show there again. I believe only like a year or so ago was the first show there. Since
Tony's saying someone broke the sink.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That's what I thought too.
He said they had a show last year, but up like from that show up until this point, that had been the last show. But they finally did have another show last year.
Yeah, that's what I understood as well. We were so fucked up that night. I didn't remember until like a year after the fact online. Like I did like 3 Misfits songs.
And he clarified that we did not break the sink.
We didn't.
Someone broke the sink. We just happened to be there.
We got really crazy that night. Like I said, I don't think that we did anything wrong.
Right.
I know Ralphie wasn't happy after that show that we had a great time. But yeah, I remember like I just remember having such a good time that I was like, what could possibly have gone wrong at that show? It was fantastic. So fantastic. People fucking like fucking everyone there is ripped, man.
Was it that dude Kurt?
Everyone.
Who broke the sink, Tony? Was it Kurt?
Probably some dudes. Not our no one we were with. Not one of our friends either. And then there's something else we did out there that was cool. I think on that run.
Remember we stayed with fucking Rones in fucking San Diego.
Yeah, we didn't play. Oh, we did. We played. We did play San Diego. Yep.
I don't remember where we played, but I do remember the fucking.
I do, but I don't. I could see it. I remember what I ate that day. I remember where I slept that night. I remember what it looked like to look off the stage and onto the stage. The name of that club, I don't know. I played there with Graves as well. I know I played there more than once.
Where the sound guy was
San Diego. It's called the. I don't know.
That's it, guys. It's called the. There it is.
The Cobra. No, man. Fuck. I know Blitzkid used to play there too. It's like it's like one of the coolest venues in like the southernmost. It's like the southernmost punk rock venue in California. And that's the night I had my first California burrito.
Dang.
I have a picture of it. It's me, Dean, 2 burritos.
Was it the parrot? The parrot? Something
the blue parrot?
The blue parrot?
That is like the name of a place.
In San Diego.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't fucking Google anything right now. I don't have a device. But I mean that's like that's the name of something.
Right.
It's definitely the name of a club, but it's definitely a club that
times,
we
but it wasn't that place that we played that time.
No, it wasn't.
The Jumping Turtle, Tony, you're right. That's it.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. We played the Jumping
Incorrect.
Turtle.
Yes,
as
yes.
Darrow.
I played. Yes, absolutely. I played the Jumping Turtle. I played a bunch of times.
And it was also this one venue we played where the sound guy was upstairs for some reason. Remember that? Like,
that'd be a Jumping Turtle. There's pretty popular footage of Blitzkid playing Jumping
Pierce
Turtle.
is saying it was the Blue Waffle.
Yeah. Does he know what Elvis songs we played yet? Does he remember?
No, he got it wrong.
Huh? Well, the songs that we played that night were "Love Me," which is on the EP, and the song we never told anyone.
What fucking EP is this?
It's the All My Monsters EP. No, All My Monsters. The Skeleton Crew EP. Love Me, Elvis Presley. I don't know. I wonder what venue it says in the credits. I can tell you, I don't have it on me. Don't know. I have the liner notes on my phone.
Notes.
I want to say it says the Continental, but I think that Mike Pierce is probably right.
Track 5, 6, and 7 are recorded from live performances. It doesn't say where though.
5, 6, and 7. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Tell me why, Love Me, and Science Fiction double feature.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Right.
That's incorrect. But incorrect. We've never played Tell Me Why live, and that's not even a fake live song. So that's incorrect. It's a cover.
This is not the liner notes. This is Discogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucking Rami wrote that, dude.
Right.
$5. Look at the sources of it. Shit says Rami style. Yeah, I was fucking around on Discogs the other day, actually.
Jesus, stop it.
Sorry. Trying to straighten out the Darrow stuff, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got started with. That's how I found some of the Gotham Road stuff too. You know what curates all that shit?
What?
Like I guess like we're like I guess like metadata for like older shit. Like you don't like fill out a profile on Discogs. It generates that from another database.
Okay.
And this, you got to figure it's pre-CD Baby, pre-Reverb Nation. It Last FM.
Really?
Yep. Which that's where I found the crazy, like, dude, it's like a mile long Gotham Road bio. That's where I found that. Still got music up on it too, man. That fucking sounds like a goddamn dinosaur. Like all the, you could pretty much find any band on Last FM, dude. You know, they only got like 2-3 songs, but I mean, there's a hell of a database there. Hell of a database, and I guess all of I don't know, a lot of hard information comes from there. Like I guess that's what Discogs generates its automated shit from.
Mike Pierce is saying it was an older gospel one from what I remember.
Older gospel what?
Elvis song.
No, it isn't.
That's what he's. I'm not. I know. I'm saying he's wrong, but that's what he's saying.
Dude, he's fucking old, and that was like fucking like 5 years ago, bro. Please, he wasn't even young when he did that.
Damn.
He was probably like what, 50 something, right?
I feel bad for Mike Pierce.
Why? Because he's always been old.
Because from the moment, he came into the crew, he was already getting old jokes, and that was fucking 20 years ago.
Well, I was getting young jokes the entire time I was in the fucking band. I still get them to this day.
He just called you a dick smoker. Right. That's what old people say. That's exactly. That's an old white saying.
Exactly what I was. You know, when's the last time anyone on this fucking
those are what the old whites say.
Smoker.
Right.
So that's the nameplate on the front of his fucking cage rack. Right. Dick smoker.
He's like, I was 25, going on 50.
He wasn't 25 then.
That's what he says.
In Mr. Monster?
That's what he's saying.
That would be 1999.
He was 25 then.
No, that would be 2000. I'm sorry. That was like, it was like January, February
right.
2000. You played that show. If I'm not mistaken, it is February. It was a gospel song. Loki, tell him what it was.
The Hound Dog?
It was Hound Dog. And you know what I'd love to check? Do you remember why we have a bad memory of Hound Dog and why we didn't release it?
Because we're both playing in a different key.
Yeah. What I was going to say is me and Loki, all right, the song kicks in, Jason's vocals, the vocals lead it. So it's probably Mike Pierce, like 1, 2, 3, like, or like, da-da-da-da-da-da, and fucking Jason, yay, no, the butt up. And me and Loki start, and we're playing the same song in 2 different keys for the first like half of the song. And Jason sounded great at first. He sounded awesome. He probably would have killed it. And like by the time me and Loki got it figured out, what I was gonna say is we should reference it and see who fucked up, because I don't know.
If I could find it, I would fucking.
I'll send it to you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Which one of us is playing in the wrong key? Which one of us fucked up?
It was most likely me, fucking, because, well...
I was going to say that, too, because if I'm playing a walking bass line, come on, you know, like, I'm going, bump, do, you know, like...
Yeah.
It just makes more sense that you would be fucking... I mean, you redeem yourself later, man. You threw all, like, these solos, and you did, like, fucking 3 sets or solos.
Right.
We came out, we fucking made a fool of ourselves playing Hound Dog, and it is on tape very well.
Right. Oh my God, that's right. Because he fucking.
Me and Loki.
It's coming clearer now because he made it so like there was like a bunch of solo sections.
Yeah, and he had you blind censor the fuck out of it. Like every solo, you're like, which, by the way, not to get off subject, but remember the song that you played a solo on recently?
Right. That's the one me and Dean were talking shit on.
Yeah, I saw. And for the record, I do not like what you played. I think what you played is awesome. Do I wish that you played something closer to what was initially there? Yeah, but what you put in that place is really awesome. So I wouldn't ask you to redo it. What I meant by if I was in the room with you when you tracked it was nothing more than I ever meant by any other time that I was in the room with you. Dean did an excellent job on the first solo of that, but Dean would have never got that if I didn't coach him through it. Like I fucking busted his balls to get every phrase of that correct.
Mike Pierce is saying, "Notice it wasn't me who fucked up, guys."
He had been playing drums for like 50 years, bro. No shit. Fucking, of course you didn't fuck up. How could you fuck up if you've been fucking hitting fucking circles with sticks for fucking, what, 35 years probably?
Plus, you had Tommy Lee's fucking genes injected into your ass, so.
How could you fuck up? His hips were still good, too.
Right.
I guess he wasn't that old.
What show? Was it the Misfits show that he played with 1 foot, or no?
No, that was the Angel Sin. That was when Angel Sin won the, God, what was it that you guys won? You guys won like a statewide competition.
Mike Pierce, what show did you play with 1 foot?
SOU. That was it. You guys fucking played a battle of the bands for WSOU. And there was a hefty prize at the end of it.
Right.
And you guys won. You guys didn't even try to win. You just got on to a show that was a battle of the bands.
Right.
And at the end of it, they're like, Angelson wins.
Mike Pierce is saying you're wrong. I'm not the one saying it. It's him.
God, dude, he's got fucking dementia, dude. Fuck. You gonna believe him?
Right. You know what?
He breaks his fucking leg. Old ass Mike Pierce shows up with a fucking cane.
The show that his foot was broken was at the Rec Room. I distinctly do remember that it was at the Rec Room.
He played double bass. He played a full set of songs that had straight double bass. Motherfucker, I don't know how he did it. He probably had like his foot in the cane on the other pedal or something. But as far as we know, he did it with 1 foot. And he played double bass. He didn't miss anything. He did.
Yeah, he played it with his off foot.
Yeah,
good job, played it all
Mike Pierce. 1 foot. He might have. Now I think about it, man. He might have been doing the fucking other part with the cane, maybe.
Right.
You know, it's possible that he probably listened to that Quiet Riot ingenuity. You know, he didn't know he listened to Quiet Riot.
Man,
fucking.
You know, this is not fair. Like Mike, we gotta have Mike Pierce on here to defend himself. So maybe we'll make that happen one Monday.
What do you remember the band that beat you guys? You guys came in second.
Well, do you know why they beat us?
Because Jay Webb, our lackey at the time,
sabotaged their drum set.
I guess the band that beat Angel Sin in the Battle of the Bands, who was an acclaimed band. They had a fucking hell of a rep, man.
Yeah.
And beyond it too. Our lackey unscrewed their fucking their rack drum kit. Yep. So like they went out 1, 2, 3, and the guy hit the fucking toms, and the whole shoulder were falling apart. And I guess by the end they figured out that that one of our guys had done that, or somebody had ratted after it happened. Which we totally, you guys totally didn't need it. You were way better. You had a lot more people there. But who was the band that beat you?
What was
their name?
What was Disney Fist's name before they were Disney Fist? They were like Disney a really Fist. Popular. They were popular before they changed their name to Disney Fist.
Is it 54 Vision?
Mike Pierce, maybe you could be right. I really
don't know. Why do I say 54 Vision? I don't even know where I got that from. It has to be that band because I don't know who the fuck 54 Vision was.
Mike Pierce, what was Disney Fist's name before they were Disney Fist? They were on it. They were like SOU was on there
afterwards.
SOU was on their cock like hard. Like they loved that
as well
band.
At that point.
Yeah.
Angel Sin up until that point. You guys were like the new band that they were like riding their cock for a hot minute. And then completely shamed. Arguably would have won that.
Yeah. I think we would have won that. If Jay Webb didn't sabotage their shit, we would have won that. We didn't need that help.
Didn't need it. Why he thought it was needed was ridiculous. At that point, that was probably the best the band was. To be honest with you, guys like actually rehearsed for that a whole bunch.
Right.
And like everyone like kind of took it seriously for a minute. I mean, Mike Pierce figured out how to fucking play double bass with a cane and a foot. And how to be, a big deal. Everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
I
You remember where we used to rehearse with Angelson in North Bergen? We used to do that hourly place.
Backstage? No, not backstage.
No.
Equipped.
Equipped.
Yep.
Those guys used to love us, dude.
Yep.
Guys who used to
That's
come in, fucking rock out with us.
Mike Pierce had his 5th job there at Equipped. Started working there in 72.
Oh man,
Remember when Pierce worked at Rockin' Willie's?
I
the
do remember
Bergen
that
Mall?
actually. Yeah.
That was another big in. Like,
Mike Pierce says his foot was not broken at the Disney show, and then he called you a brain dead fuck. And he's right that his foot was not broken at that show. It was another show his foot was broken. It was an Angelson show, but it wasn't that one.
he's just not right.
His foot was broken in a Rec Room show. That Disney Fist thing was at QXT's.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if his foot was broken. You're right. That was QXT's. Wow. You're right. It was QXT's.
It was a hostile environment here.
I don't really remember.
Never had such a hostile
Angelson
environment on
playing
my podcast where
when did Angelson play the Rec Room? I remember Angelson playing Obsessions in Randolph.
The Rec Room. Yeah, we played the Rec Room.
With who? For what? Why? You guys didn't get those kind of gigs.
We played the Rec Room.
With who? Why?
Why do bands play anywhere? We played the Rec Room, Joe. He broke it. He even remembers. He said I broke my foot right before I went to the Bahamas. So yeah, he knows exactly. It was May of 2000. He's calling the month and everything.
He has dementia.
He's saying you have dementia.
Me?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I'm fucking spry, bro. See any gray hairs up there?
You know, all those trips got you confused.
No. Yo, you have
lack
no
of
idea.
sleep has got you confused, son.
I'll give you that. I what was the occasion? It was a bigger gig, and it was a big bummer if you missed it. The pressure was on for whatever show it was.
Right. It was. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember fucking Angelson ever playing the Rec Room, dude.
Don't care.
Mr. Monster played the Rec Room a couple times.
Yeah.
I remember fucking Angelson. I remember Angelson playing Obsessions.
We've played there too. I remember I played Obsessions in my very, very, very first band.
Oh my God. I did too. I played, I don't know, the first show I ever played at a club was at Obsessions.
I
found a flyer for it the other day.
That was when I knew right away that Pay to Play sucked.
Yeah.
Obsessions really fucking that that was their shtick. Their shtick was tickets. Like, yeah, you can play our club. You got to sell like 80,000 tickets.
I don't know, man. That was Dead by Dawn, and I don't even think we were Dead by Dawn. I think we were called something like that. Check it out. We've rehearsed this. The first time I ever played a show in public was we've jammed there with Darrow. It was at a rehearsal space that had a Battle of the Bands in the rehearsal space. Starlight. That makes sense? Starlight Rehearsal Studios, South Jersey somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, we played there with some band. Or no. Darrow's rehearsed there before because we had to. It's a good room. Anyway. Or Starlight. Like rock something. Whatever the case. My first show was a Battle of the Bands at a rehearsal studio that was open to the public. My second show was at Obsessions. And if it was Pay to Play, I didn't get the gig. I don't know. I would say not. Wolford probably would have fucking done that.
Right.
You got the gig. But the two things I do remember, and I have the flyer from it. We opened for Gilby Clarke at that show at Obsessions. And we got there to determine the order of bands. The owner made the lead singer of every band do push-ups. And the singer who did the most push-ups got first dibs on when we wanted to play.
Really?
And our singer being Brian Kellner, we play right for Gilby Clarke.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were kids, man. I was 16, I'm pretty sure I tripped at Obsessions once too. Or at least like took some ecstasy or something. I remember looking at their floor really fucked up. Yo, we went to Obsessions once with Chud, as a matter of fact.
We did.
Me, you, Chud, Tom, Chud's girlfriend. And that was it. Not even on the town.
Why was this?
Why? To go see Tito.
Was it the Marduk and Amon Amarth tour?
Yeah, it was
That was the
Marduk's first time they ever played America.
Yeah.
Was that their first show?
That was their first show in America, yeah.
Yep. We saw Marduk, at that time we'd never heard before. And Amon Amarth, who at that time we didn't know who the fuck were either.
Mike Pierce. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. The reason why it was a big deal was because we were playing with Shia Lude.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I bet you it was an SOU night, though. You know what? I bet you that was the show that got you to the QXT show.
Maybe.
That would make sense.
But I do remember we played with Shia Lude, and that was at the Rec Room.
Yep. You're right. I'll give you that. Is that the one that fucking... But no, it was Disney. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Sounds about right. That sounds right. I still think that Mike Pierce broke his leg at the QXT show, though. that doesn't prove that wrong, and I'm pretty fucking positive that was the night. Although that would be a double climax.
Right.
Or maybe that's what it was. Is that despite your drummer having a broken foot and playing fucking fine still, you still played what should have won the show and really did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what Shia Lude won you a Battle of the Bands though?
We played with Shia
That's what
Lude.
it was. You guys didn't join a Battle of the Bands.
Right.
You played a gig and you won at the end of it. And it was like,
So maybe we played that show with Shia Lude and went to some sort of finals or something. I don't know.
Why would Shia Lude be in a Battle of the Bands? Or like that, a Battle of the Bands with like
I'm just telling you what happened. We definitely played with Shia Lude at the Rec Room.
I'm surprised I have no evidence of that. No picture, no flyer. I do remember it. You're absolutely like that sounds damn familiar. Damn familiar. Shia Lude.
Remember that?
Angels, what was Angelson doing on a Shia Lude show? Talking about fucking two bands that do not belong playing together.
Right.
But I mean, you guys were all stoked about it. That was probably the first national band you guys ever played with, actually.
Yeah, I got us that show. That's why I know it.
Yeah. Was that who put that together? I don't know. That's not Heath Miller yet, right?
No, not yet.
That ain't Access TV. It had to be an SOU thing, dude. I'd be through the radio station.
God damn. Well,
I have no flyer, no pictures of that, nothing. But you're right. That happened.
There's a lot. Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about things back then, so I don't have, dude, no flyer. I have zero flyers from like any of the Angelson stuff. Zero.
I have most of it, dude. You guys didn't play that many shows.
But still, like I have just nothing. Barely any pictures. Barely anything.
You know, I saw Angelson before they were called Angelson, you know. I played a backyard gig with Famous Last Words. which was pre-Angelson Angelson. That was Angelson's
Right.
name before it was changed to Angelson. Paul Miller was the guitar player. True story. Famous last words, bro.
Rick Carrillo, what the fuck are you saying? You did the Pocky one chip challenge. What the fuck is that?
Oh, fucking! It's a spicy potato chip,
Oh, is it?
tortilla chip. It's a black dyed tortilla chip that has like 1 million fucking Scoville haunted peppers in it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like that shit. It's like ghost pepper and like 6 evil peppers that would be their own chip, all in one chip. But it's one chip, and it fucks you up for like 20-something minutes or something.
Mike Pierce is saying that we poached him from Colder That Kiss, and Mike Pierce, let me go further
like,
into. Let me go
okay.
further into how you're
I
right,
listened to
because
them the
I
other day.
specifically went to that rehearsal to check who the drummer was. I was at your tryout, if you remember. I was fucking there watching to see if the drummer was any good.
That is the first. That's one of 2 bands I roadied for in my life. I was working for them when I joined Mr. Monster. Colder Like Kiss. I found them the other day too. I was looking for a specific song of theirs. It's weird. I have the cassette case and the CD case of their stuff. I don't have it. I probably have it in my MP3s, I bet. But I don't have any of their music, and I was looking for it online. I don't found one song. They had 1 or 2 songs that were like still good today.
Yeah. The spoils of you. The
Yes.
spoils. The spoils of you.
Yo, check it out. That dude, that's how I fucking got on this. I stumbled into that dude
Is
online.
that dude still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. And check it out. You'd never believe this. He moves to Seattle, right? And like, despite being like a doom metal band, like a la Moonspell, that dude, 5, 6 years later, probably while we were on tour at Graves, like in the 05, 06, 07 era, goes out to Seattle and fashions himself a little Danzig and like joins a horror punk band or starts a horror punk band.
Right.
Are they accepted? Do they call themselves a horror punk band? I don't know. Probably just because they didn't like the term and it was new. But they're absolutely a horror punk band. Very fucking cool, man. They're called The Them.
What the fuck was that dude's name? Joe?
Joe Petrick. Or Joe Christ.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I caught up with his band like, I would say I found out about them like 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. I just like, again, bumped into that dude online, and he's singing for a band in Seattle called The Them. And he's like, it's like half Psycho Charger, half Sam Hain. Like, he's like wearing underwear and covered in blood and like bugging out. Like, it's like totally like lighthearted for as serious as that dude was, but at the same time, stupid intense. You know, like, he's like had a mohawk. He's like all little and super jacked, naked and covered in blood, and angry with like veins in his head and shit. And the band was fucking odd. Like, imagine his voice applied to a horror punk band.
Right.
Which is really funny because, like,
Mike Pierce is saying he wore a wrestling mask, I guess, at one point.
In that band?
Did he wear? Yeah. Did he wear a wrestling mask?
Sure. They did a lot of weird theatrical shit, man, for sure. Would he call what Glenn Danzig wore in Sam Hain a wrestling mask?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, at that rate, it was maybe more like, I don't know. It's just very odd because I know that like Joe was very like, I mean, we were fucking had like 3, 4, 5 bands that were all fucking like around him and around his band that was doing more than us at the time, that were all very Misfits influenced in one way or another. And that dude was very above that. And then
I
like
don't know why Mike Pierce knows so much about Joe Petrick, but he said he's also tried getting into porn.
I think that's always been going on. What fucking which fucking full of himself dude doesn't fucking try to fucking get himself into porn?
I guess I haven't tried getting into porn.
You're not full of yourself. Not like that anyway. But I mean, if someone offered it to you, would you be like, yeah?
Probably not. I don't know.
You might. You'd entertain it.
A lot of pressure.
If you were full of yourself, it wouldn't be. You'd be like, fuck yeah, just some porn. Point me to the pussy.
Mike Pierce, why do you know so much about this?
Because he played in a band with a dude for a while.
He was part of a bukkake session, is what he said.
That shit was going on fucking back then, dude.
Yeah, huh?
Is that, dude? All right, check it out. Through that dude is where we knew the Wedge.
That's right.
And,
oh my god!
And you know
Wedge.
what? Let's blame everything on fucking Culture Like Kiss and Mike Pierce, since Mike Pierce wants to take credit for it. Arguably, the demise of Angel Sin.
Was the Wedge Mike Pierce's friend?
Yeah.
Mike Pierce, was the Wedge your friend? You fuck. This is all your fault.
It's all his fault. That's like what led to the breakup of Angelson. That's like the first time I ever did drugs, really.
The Wedge.
Not the first time. That's not true either. The first time I did like real hard drugs.
Right.
Totally the Wedge. I still
he
have
goes,
his phone
yeah,
number.
unfortunately. It was his friend.
The Wedge.
The Wedge still alive?
The Wedge was this, if I was 16, 15, the Wedge was like this, if he was Mike Pierce's friend, 45-year-old man, in good shape, who did not look like he would hang out with any of us or be into anything we were into.
He was definitely doing steroid cycles. He was.
Yeah, he didn't even remotely seem like he was into what we did, but like as we were just impressionable between the ages of 16 and like 21, that guy showed up like that drug dog in Darrow, bro. Opened his fucking trench coat and he was like had every drug in the world.
So the Wedge is still alive and he's now a transvestite, according to Mike Pierce.
You fucking do that much fucking acid and that much ecstasy and fucking
and steroids.
And steroids, yeah. That'll do her. The first time we took no, it wasn't. Yeah, no.
Ecstasy, yes. Acid, no.
Oh, ecstasy, probably no. The first time we did acid, it wasn't from him. You know, it might have been.
It's Paul Miller.
Paul Miller, yeah, but Paul Miller might have gotten it from fucking the Wedge. The first time I ever tripped on acid was that the first? That was the first time you ever tripped on acid too, right?
Yeah, we were together. We went to Aldo's.
Yo, it was a Sunday night. We went to this bar called.
The chick that modeled for Playboy was there. She was fucking hanging out with us.
No. You're missing an important part of the story. We did go to Aldo's, but Aldo's was our after party because what we went to that day was the Devil's Parade.
The Devil's Parade. I choose not to mention that because fuck the Devils.
Yeah, whatever. The Devils won the Stanley Cup, and I have never seen a hockey game in my life before then, and to this day. We went to it. It was crazy. Everyone got fucked up and drunk. We went to Aldo's afterwards, and I believe in transit, Paul Miller gave me and you each 2 or 1 tab of acid.
Right.
And we popped it like in the car that night. Neither of us knowing what the fuck was gonna happen.
No, we're like, fuck it.
Yeah. We were at Aldo's for like 20 minutes. You were okay. I just remember laughing and they'd be like, Logie, we have to go now. We gotta go home, dog. And you drove us home. It's pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure you drove us home. No,
I gotta tell the story. I gotta tell the story of when I candy flipped at the Korn concert, and then what happened to me that night
with the Flyers.
The Flyers, but not only that, I had Holly's dad's car, and I fucking I got it towed, fucking, because I didn't have a license. I didn't have anything. Plus, I was candy flipping, and it was a mess.
All this is Mike Pierce's fault.
Yeah,
we would have never had these substances in our lives if Mike Pierce didn't bring those fucking older, freaky
Right.
Drug dealing
What a fucking
transvestite,
name.
man.
That's the best drug dealer name ever, the Wedge.
He had everything.
He had
Just when you
everything.
thought, just when you thought you had tried everything. I remember one night. There's a good Ralph story. I was dating Carolyn Rhodes, whose Teenage Dreams is about. And me and Ralph picked me up. We were gonna have a party at Carolyn Rhodes' house, and I believe falls right in line with the when we got that Famous Monsters fucking leak. It's like the same day, same party. Whatever the case, there was a big party at my girlfriend's house, and I collected everyone's money to go to Mike Pierce's friend, the Wedge, who I knew, to get some ecstasy for the party.
Why are you angering him so? Why are you hitting
Because
on
Mike
him so
Pierce,
hard?
because he killed Ralph, dude.
He did not kill Ralph.
Well, Mike Pierce
Stop
did,
it!
but the Wedge
Don't
did.
put that kind of hate. Come on,
The
that's
Wedge
heavy.
did. No, not Mike Pierce. Come on, the Wedge did though. That's where it all started, bro. That's where shit got out of hand. The band broke up, dude.
Right.
Band broke up. Me and you kept traveling down that road of delinquency as well.
Could you imagine doing like if we ever made it big,
Safely.
if we had to do it behind the music and like they're interviewing the Wedge and he's dressed as a chick and he's all skinny now, fucking.
No one
You
would believe
know?
anything. You might as well get anybody then.
Right.
Yeah, nothing would add up. Yo, his name is in my fucking. I have a phone book. I took pictures of it. I took pictures of every page of my old address book. Remember address books when you wrote people's names and their
Right.
phone number next to it in a book? I had two actually. I still have them. And the Wedge is in there, man. Sharing a page with Wolfer. Still got his number.
I was telling someone, we were late to the cell phone game, but what we used to do was have pagers, and we used to fucking have someone page us.
Yeah.
Wait 5 minutes, we'd run across the
Just 5
street.
minutes, go to the payphone.
Yeah, and go to the payphone, and that's how we talk to people on the phone.
Do you remember how we called people?
We would say the number on
You
collect
call
calls.
1-800-COLLECT. Yeah.
We
You
would
call
we
1-800-COLLECT.
would do the collect call thing, be like 973-555-5555.
Or you'd be like, you'd call whoever you're trying to call,
Right.
collect, and you'd be like, don't accept the charges, Joe. Like in the 3 seconds, they're like, after the beep,
Right.
please state your number. You're like, motherfucker, pick up. Motherfucker, call me. And like to the point, we didn't have to say the number because that was our
Yeah,
number at
'cause
that
they
point.
just
We
had
had
our
we had
yeah.
a payphone.
We had
So
a
you
payphone.
to call us, you had to beep us, and then call the payphone 5 minutes later. So when we got a beep, we had to run to the payphone. It wasn't that far, but it was
Right.
inconvenient in the middle of the night. Pagers were really inconvenient. It's pretty crazy. We all had pagers,
Yeah.
like drug dealers. None of us sold drugs, but they had pagers like them.
I
Probably
started
because we
getting
never
more.
phoned.
I started getting more and more advanced with mine, like the one that told me the scores. Fucking.
Dude, I remember my first cell phone. It was pretty funny. You guys used to make fun of me for it. I bet you don't remember it, but I did not want my first cell phone at all. It was like bad to have a cell phone at first.
Yeah, because
Like,
every motherfucker wanted to borrow it, and
yeah, A, motherfuckers wanted to borrow. B, they were expensive. And I mean, I guess I was a little younger than you, so it wouldn't have made a difference.
yeah,
But when I had a cell phone, it was like then your mom could get in touch with you all the time.
everyone could get in touch with you.
Yeah, your parents could get in touch with you. So like when you couldn't like go out to the, like be like there wasn't a phone. I didn't have any change, mom. Like you could just make up anything.
Right.
So the first time I went on tour in my life, my mom made me get a phone. And it was awful because it was mostly awful because meanwhile my uncle, it's really weird. I'm still on the same phone plan as this kid. Well, no, I'm not actually, but I mean it still kind of exists. My uncle had a business plan through North Jersey Lowrider, like through Sprint, And like, so we had like all of his employees on it and shit. I think my grandmother paid it. So they got me a Nextel. Like I had to have one. It was like you're fucking 16 years old. You're gonna go across the country. You're gonna get a, you're not gonna be in school. The only way you're going is if you bring a cell phone. I was like, Mom, fucking cell phone, man. No one's got a cell phone. That's fucking lame. It was like fucking having a GPS tracker on me. It was like having an ankle on my wrist, on my fuck. I mean, GPS on my fucking ankle. It's terrible. I was the only one that had a fucking a phone, and we fucking never used it because the Nextel phones at that time had this like walkie-talkie like feature.
Yeah.
That you could communicate with the other phones on that line or whatever. So because I was on my uncle's phone plan, the only person who ever walkie-talkied me was my uncle, who would be hammered and racist all the time.
Well,
all the time. My fucking pocket would just be like screaming fucking racist shit, fucking real drunk and fucking crazy, dude.
Richard Dicko North just bought us another shot, so I guess we have to do another shot here. This is the last of the bottle, guys. So there's no more shots for me after this because it's fucking
all right. Make a donation at whprecords.bigcartel.com. I'll drink all night for you, bud.
Right.
You could make a donation to the what is it called? Oh, it's really good. The Hookers, Booze, Bail, and Crack Fund. Have you ever read that?
No.
If you go to the WHP Records Big Cartel, our merch store, we have a donation section. It's a product you can buy, and it's elaborate, is what it is. But it's a donation, but it's like I wrote like a very lengthy statement as to what your money would go to if you donated to it, which is totally a farce, but
right.
Let me tell you, fucking work. It's like the WHP Records, like crack, booze, hookers, drugs and domestic terrorism fund, or something like that, dude. And I fucking went into detail. Still there.
Dude, something's weird is happening in this fucking room where, like, either these lights are working better today. It's so much fucking brighter.
You got those crazy lights?
Well, I've had them since I've started this whole thing, and like,
you gotta get a sock for them. They got socks for them.
They're wearing socks.
It's got socks.
They're wearing socks. But like, it's just so much fucking brighter today for some reason. I can't figure. Like, I haven't changed any fucking settings, nothing. Like, I had to change the way the green screen looks because the lights were actually way too fucking bright. I don't know.
Notice I got new lights, bro. It's fucking
very nice.
It's a whole new flavor of orange, bro.
I like what you've done with the place. It's very nice.
I do shit. I do fucking nothing.
Well, Joe, we gotta figure out what to talk about next week.
No one said anything, huh?
They say some bullshit. You know? You guys aren't very inventive.
Talk about fucking pajamas.
I've had a history of berating my audience. I'm sorry. And I've done this in all time. Like,
I
remember Joe was like, came up to me one time, was like, "Yo, man, you gotta stop telling people to go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Nah, dude, they get it." And he's like, I think only the people in Massachusetts get it. Like, like I don't think everyone gets it. I'm like, I ain't gonna stop.
You were on go fuck yourself became your catchphrase for a while.
Right. It was on. I was on a roll.
Yeah, you really were. And like, you know, like that was fine back home, and like there's some of our friends, but you were really like stretching that go fuck yourself all over the road and shit.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I would ask people like, "Oh, what do you want to hear next?" And like, do people just yell out songs? I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Great idea, guys, but go fuck yourself. We got one already."
Yeah, dude, it was good. You were fucking baiting everyone into it for a while. That was your catchphrase, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. Oh, I don't know why this popped in my head. I think I was thinking about the Dudleys for some reason when you were a Dudley boy for a while. But that led me to that folder of pictures that I told you I got for you.
Yeah.
I found an old picture of myself. That I don't even know where it came. I think someone like sent it to me. It's a Polaroid picture of like me and 3 or 4 dudes. I've got to be like 13 years old. And I might have told you about this, but it is my first rock t-shirt. It's my first black band shirt I'm wearing in it. And it's an Anthrax Sound of White Noise t-shirt. I'm like young. And it's a picture of like me and like 4 kids at a wrestling convention with Bastion Booger.
Wow.
Sound of White Noise, bro. I
Great
remember
record.
getting in trouble for that at school and not understanding anything. Like I would wear it to school and I'd be like, what? What's wrong with it? White noise. Not like, and I guess it was just interpreted that way. And I know that my sister's grandmother had this like way of, I would like go over her house and she'd do my laundry and her like washer and or dryer would just eat certain shirts. I
Right.
would do a lot of my early shirts, man. I lost a couple grand to that washer and dryer. Definitely my first haul of Metallica shirts. There's a Metallica shirt I lost to that washer and dryer that I have fish to prove it. About $600, bro. Current eBay bucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. You know what Sound of White Noise fucking shirt goes for nowadays?
I wouldn't know.
Now,
I wouldn't figure that Sound of White Noise would command anything.
I love that. That's my favorite Anthrax record.
I love it. I just wouldn't know that that's
That's right, you
anyone
do love it.
else's.
That's their fucking heaviest record, dude.
That's one of
That is
my
the only one I like.
people.
I understand it's
There are
unpopular.
music snobs out there that Belladonna
Despise it.
Anthrax. But you know
That's
what?
the first John Bush record, right?
Go fuck yourself. Because that record was
Anthrax's
awesome.
American Psycho.
Yeah.
Anthrax's, well, it's more like they're Back in Black.
Right.
Um,
That is the lyrics to that record. Everything about that record. Not only is it super heavy, but it's so fucking angry. Like every song about like I guess it's just right in time of that phase of my life where I'm just a fucking angry boy.
that record's so pissed off, dude. That is the
So
coolest
pissed
thing
off.
Anthrax ever did.
Yeah.
That's got to be a response to Vulgar Display of Power, right?
Maybe, probably.
Like that's probably like that type of
Right.
metal,
Yeah.
influencing Anthrax.
Yep.
So I
I
had
love that
that.
record.
Me too. I think it's my favorite Anthrax record. I don't like Anthrax that like I don't love Anthrax so much that like I even give a fuck. So I don't really care. I kind of always enjoyed that people disliked that because I really is my favorite Anthrax record. And it's got the most balls, bro. Their whole catalog. It's like consistently got the most balls of any Anthrax record. Straight to the
Mike
record.
Mike Pierce is saying he wants to have a trivia contest with you. But what kind of trivia?
Bro, he's gonna play what? Chuck Berry? Fuck, get out of here.
People want to talk about Canada. What the fuck do I know about Canada?
We already did it. You can't buy cigarettes, booze, and chips in the
Right.
same place. It's bullshit. Kind of sucks. Unless you got to go to the doctor or play hockey or buy drugs.
Right.
They got that right. Yo, Mike Pierce, if you go to Canada, you could buy drugs for half the price that the Wedge would sell them to you at the exact same quality right now. That's what they got going on in Canada. Half the price is the Wedges, the same quality. Today. Go figure.
Go figure.
Yep. What a few times I got my ass headed to be in this world. There's pictures of that night in that folder too. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I have pictures of my own from that night.
Me too. I had a great time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. You know what? You know what I don't get any credit for about that? I saw this yesterday. It came up like whenever I sent you those links. Same thing. There's the night after that night. I played like the show we played the next night was fucking like very well taped. Like it was very well documented. It was a great show.
My friend Stewie recorded it. He's Metal Montreal.
Sure. And that's the same dude. He's got an excellent video of he played Amnesia as well. Then.
Yep.
That's Metal Montreal. The other case, that
Stewie
fucking
Cloutier. Good
that
guy.
footage is we played great that night. I played fine.
That's because we had Rene de la Muerte get us he got us some things to feel better.
Rene de la Muerte.
Yeah. He was the sound guy for that show.
Is that the dude from fucking
The Brains?
Bat.
And now he plays for the Necromantics, I guess.
Yeah. And he plays in a band with Dusty. Bat.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Yeah. That guy was in Canada?
He was the sound guy for that show.
That kind of sounds familiar, I guess. I just didn't know it was the same dude. Whatever the case, man. I should have been celebrated for fucking that I got on stage the next day and fucking kicked ass at that fucking level. And I kicked ass the night of. That was a great show. I was literally given a menu after that show, like a physical, tangible piece of paper with drugs and prices. And they were the cheapest. They were cheaper than the McDonald's dollar menu. Like how much drugs cost. And then they were excellent drugs. Like excellent. It was like remarkable. It was crazy. Like, and they had everything. It was all great. Incredible.
Socialized medicine. I didn't sleep
that night. What?
Socialized medicine.
I had been ready for that show all night. All day.
What was that chick's name that we met out there?
She was someone's
friend. Allie.
Yep. That was Deanna's friend, Allie. Yep. Total psycho hose beast. Not a good egg.
Well, there you have it.
But she had some friends, man. They had some connections.
Well, guys, dude, I think we'll end it here.
Dude, I told that there's an interview. I guess Michael had went on some show and told that story of that night.
Right.
From his perspective.
He left your name out.
Yeah, he left my name out. But he told that story, right?
Yeah.
And it was wrong.
It was not wrong. Let me tell you.
Oh, God, it was. I could give you 100 wrongs it was.
Let me tell you how not wrong it was.
I know the part. I mean, it wasn't right. Or it was a very pointed story, right?
Right.
And not that none of it didn't happen, but fucking the parts of it, it was told poorly, nonetheless. He wasn't even there.
Oh, told poorly probably, but the fact of the matter,
it wasn't even his story to tell. You would have been more suited to tell it.
I didn't want to tell
it. Sure. So listen, I know this probably never got to you, and it's fucking what a fucking that it didn't fucking. So check it out. Just by dumb luck, right? That came out, and like the next week, I got asked to do an interview for some magazine, right? Like a physical printed magazine, and it was like to me when I heard that, like when I saw that video, I'm like, that's your craziest tour story. I'm like, that was just a good night. I'm like, I was in your band and I got 100 crazier stories than that. You know, like that ain't even the craziest story, to be honest with you.
Right.
Well, in the annals of fucking crazy shit, man. Fucking That ain't that crazy. That's a good night, kind of. If no one got
Yeah.
mad, it would have been a great night. Um, so
You got
to,
lost in a foreign country, Joe.
I didn't leave the block. I walked in a
We
circle.
didn't
I was safe.
we didn't know that. You were
No,
lost.
no, I was walking. Yeah, I was lost. Dude,
We
how
called the
many
police.
hotels?
We called the police. We fucking
How
we were
many
asking.
hotels have you stayed in that had two buildings? I was a victim. I wasn't lost. I was
I
on
was a
drugs and I was looking for a vending machine. I took ecstasy and I was dehydrated.
we found you
I
in a
wanted a
kitchen.
soda. I wanted a soda. You didn't find me in a kitchen. I was in a kitchen. You found me on the street walking
Uh,
toward the club when you were walking out of. You saw me walking toward the venue. I'm sorry, walking toward the
hotel.
hotel when you were walking out of it. That story is dramatized as fuck.
I don't think so.
I understand. I understand why. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I get it. I mean, like, I was fucking.
You didn't know
I was
your own
totally
name. Let's
obliterated.
put it this way: you didn't know
I knew my
your own
name.
name.
I knew
Yeah,
my own
because
name, but
I don't want to say that we dramatize this because you didn't know who you were, where you were, or why
listen,
you were there.
absolute. Well, again, not those things. You could say that, so to speak, sure, but
You were getting ready to play a show where we were at Starbucks.
that is true. Um, I was out of my
I
mind.
said,
Like
sit
I've
down before you
never.
fall down, Joe.
I
Fucking.
I was, dude. I was fucked up. Like I've never been fucked up in my life. And I was so upset that I did that, man. I felt like I let you guys down. I knew I was in trouble. You guys should have felt bad for me. Fucking, it was adorable what I did. Um, I was so fucked up and so lost and fucking like, like did anything to make light of it in the moment. And then like, I felt so in trouble. Like I was fucked up, but I felt so in trouble when you guys found me, or I found you guys. That when we like in my mind, there were two follies in my mind that were absolutely incorrect that night. Is that I didn't remember. I never probably knew the name of the hotel we were staying at, so I had no idea. Even I had no street name, no address, no fucking name of the hotel, nothing. Like I just walked in circles because like that's what fucking someone told me to do when I was lost when I was a kid, and that stuck in my mind, dude. And I just like kept making rights until I saw someone I knew, where like could find the hotel for hours. Um, all to go to a vending machine, no less. But I was, you guys scared the shit out of me, or Michael scared the shit out of me, dude. Like, like to him, there was like this big situation. I was so happy to fucking see you guys. I was like, oh, thank God, finally found the hotel. But that was like became such a negative that check this out, guys. It's like the sun just came up 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking in my basketball shorts, my boots, and my fucking stage clothes are in the hotel room still. All of my shit, 100% of my shit. And I walk up to Michael and was like, oh man, yeah, I've been lost for a while. And I blamed it on someone who wasn't on the tour with us. I'm like, so and so got me lost. They told me to go this way and I should have went that way. And that person wasn't even with us. Is how fucked up I was.
Right.
Um, and I guess we get in the van. I guess he said Starbucks is probably right. We got Starbucks, and by the time they got out of Starbucks, I had gotten myself completely dressed and ready to play a show at 7 o'clock in the morning because I thought that I was late to play the show, and that's why everyone was mad at me.
Right.
And it was like 8 in the morning, and I remember like I think it was you who was like, "What are you doing?"
It was
Like,
me. It was
what
me.
the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? I had like a vest on and jeans and boots and fuck. I was ready to play a fucking show in like 5 minutes, dude.
Right.
I got dressed and ready so quick because I thought I'm like, oh, I let the team down, bro. Like I fucked up. And I remember like you yelling at me and like me realizing what I just did, and I'm being like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and going to sleep.
You
go
know,
to
it's
sleep in the
actually
van.
not the first time you've done that.
I could immediately recall one of the van, and similar with Seaside Heights, not on
No,
van
no, no,
time.
no. I'm talking about at a show.
No,
Yep. I can tell you exactly the
come on,
show.
that I got ready at 7 in the morning to play a show.
No, 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 no. We were loading out, and you forgot we had played, and that's how fucked up you were. You were
What?
fucking. You were like, "Are we gonna play the show?" Like, yeah, we're like, "Yo, we just fucking
When?
played it. We're loading
Yeah,
out." Yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
I'm like,
When was
we're
this?
putting the equipment into the fucking trailer.
When was this? Like what
We're in
band? What tour?
Virginia. It was like a horror
Oh, you
something
know
in
what?
Virginia.
It was the 4 state slasher con, and you guys are crazy.
No, I am not, dude. No,
I remember
I
that
will
night
not.
clearly.
No,
I just
I
saw
will
Shovis
not
the other
let
night.
you fucking talk your way.
I
It
was,
is what it is.
dude, I was drinking and I hadn't slept. I was tired and
Right.
drunk.
I don't know
There
what
were
the fuck
no
you were. I just
substances
know that
involved.
you were completely confused and we
You
were
guys were like,
concerned.
that wasn't.
Joe, I don't think you know how you get, bro.
I don't think I get anyway. Fuck it, I'll tell you, Canada was I've never in my life had an experience like that, and it was
I'm
fucking
just telling
awesome.
you. Yeah.
It was awesome. And if you want to get technical, I could totally blame that on you. You
Canada. I
totally.
wasn't the one that was lost in fucking Canada.
Yeah. Do you remember how I got lost in Canada, bud?
Because you thought there were bed bugs on the bed and there were no bed bugs.
No,
Yes.
that's not why. Well, sure,
Yes.
maybe.
No.
Sure, maybe, but that's not why. That is
Joe,
not why.
you thought there were
Yes.
bed bugs in the bed and you wanted to talk to the hotel staff. And I'm like, you know
No.
what? Go fuck
I thought
yourself.
that
Go ahead
I
and
might have
talk.
thought that there were bed bugs. Sure.
I'm like, go
No.
ahead and talk to whoever you want about bed bugs. I'm going to sleep. I have not slept yet. I'm going to bed.
Me and
You left the hotel room to talk to bitch about these bed bugs that did not exist, and then you never came back.
That's not true.
That's what happens.
It's not true.
It is true.
I remember that was your story.
That is the story.
Tell me that I'm wrong, that you didn't do the same everything that I did.
I did not do any of the other
You
cocktail
were
solutions that you did.
You did the main ones that I did. And you were also ripped as fuck. I think I just did more of it than you did.
Not like
is
that.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not like I was, but you were ripped.
Right.
You were ripped as fuck. Fucking that's what gets underplayed in the Michael version of the story is that I wasn't alone. I was partying no less with you, and you did the same fucking thing I did, except you either didn't take as much, or had slept the night before, or just was fucking
Right.
smarter in the moment.
All those things are true.
But no, the reason I left the room that night, which is, maybe you don't remember this because maybe you were ripped too, but I was thirsty. That was it, man.
Right.
We took a bunch of shit, ecstasies. I remember being like, "Yo,
No,
I'm super
I usually let
dehydrated."
you just slide
We took a
away
whole
with.
bunch of-
I let you slide away with misremembering things. This one I will
No,
not. No,
I
this
won't
one I
either. I
will
will
not.
let you. I will.
You
not
would
let you either.
misremember this one 100%. And I will not
feel
let
the
you
exact same
slide
way.
away with fucking telling some fucking bullshit story of
I
you
feel the same way.
misremembering of how something happened. Not this
I,
time.
I'm not denying your bed bug thing, but that's not. I didn't leave the fucking. That's not why I left. I begged you to come to the vending machine with me.
You went to the.
Like, look,
oh my god!
you need a drink too.
I can't even do it because
I begged you. I was in the bathroom for like an hour and a half. I remember.
Sure were.
And then I came out of the bathroom, and you were still awake, laying on the bed. And I was like, Loki, I gotta go to the vending machine. I am so fucking thirsty. Throat is the Sahara. Like we don't know what shit. I need to go to a vending machine. And I begged you. I was like scared to go alone. That's how fucked up I was. And I was like, Logan, please. And you're like, no, Joe, fuck you. I was like, all right. And I left the room like which is such an innocent mission. I was so scared to go to the fucking vending machine. That's how fucked up I was. And you let me go. And I left with like $2 in my pocket and no fucking nothing. I don't even know if I had my phone on me. I think I had my wallet. In any case, a couple bucks. And I went. I didn't go to nobody. I did not go to the hotel staff on purpose. I walked around the hotel 100 times and walked past the front desk so many times in this circular Canadian hellhole. Fucking that eventually I had to talk to these people. I was the only person there, like 4 a.m. I looked fucking shot out as fuck, and I just walked past this desk for the 6th time and said I didn't need help. Fucking so about the 7th time I walked past, I asked the lady, I'm like, hey, listen, yeah, I'm looking for the fucking vending machine. And she's like, what you want to do is you walk out this door here. And fucking, she was telling me something about Tim Hortons and you made her left. All right. And in the end, what it turned out was that across the street from the hotel, there was a Tim Hortons, yes. But this hotel had 2 buildings. There was A and B, or like the left wing and the right wing. At no point did this lady tell me that the vending machine was in the building next to the hotel building, because why would I walk into another fucking building looking for a fucking goddamn fucking vending machine at a hotel? The lady at the front desk told me was in the left wing. She didn't tell me. I was confused as fuck. She was telling me fucking go out. You go out this door right here and you go fucking here. She Tim Hortons, you make a right. She just never mentioned that the hotel was 2 buildings. So I never walked in the second building. And once I was out the door and facing that Tim Hortons, I didn't know the name of the hotel. I didn't know what street we were on. And I had no idea. I had never intended to leave that building. Never intended. So when I got lost, I kept fucking making rights over and over again. At one point, I remember bumping into someone on the street and somebody like, hey man, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I'm lost. And all I could remember then, and this is why I was going to do it later, I didn't know the name of the hotel. All I could remember was the name of the club we played. So anytime I asked for directions, I asked for directions back to the club, which thank God I never fucking got to. But so none of my directions panned out, and I just kept making rights in my basketball shorts. Like a goddamn zombie, and I never got a drink. But fuck, I was ready to play fucking 3 times. I got ready to play 3 times in 24 hours.
Yep.
And played fine.
Third time we finally played.
Third time we finally played. It's on YouTube. Played fine. I don't look any different than any other night tour. I didn't even sleep. I slept a little in the van. Played fine.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Oh, there you have it on one thing. That night, I'm sorry. The reason I brought that up was because that interview was given on YouTube about that being the craziest tour story. And I was like, craziest tour story? I ain't fucking crazy.
Right.
Like, I'm not even embarrassed by that.
Obviously, we're not going to tell crazy tour stories on fucking that kind of a fucking venue.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Right.
That was a more crazy in that type of venue, type of fucking arena. That was a more inappropriate story to tell than anything I would have told, actually. Right. And fucking, you know how many times I almost died fucking standing next to Michael Graves? Right. I mean, that's fucking crazier than fucking what I did.
Yeah, we weren't about to say, like, anything too crazy.
Oh, one of the fucking the 2 times we were held at gunpoint, or like one of the, like shit, man. All crazier. Anyway, to me, that wasn't a crazy tour story, and I thought that was a lame story, as a matter of fact. And I was upset that it was told not as glorious. So when I got asked to that interview, they asked me.
That's because you don't remember it right.
No, I do. Right?
You do not remember
I have
it right.
pictures. I have fucking.
I'm sorry to tell you, Joe, but you're dead wrong.
How the fuck can you tell me that?
You're dead wrong.
What part am I remembering wrong? The one single thing you say that I left because I remember thinking that there was bed bugs, or like hallucinating bed bugs. I do remember that. But that's not the reason I left the room. I was not going to talk to anybody. Right. You crazy, dude? I wasn't talking to nobody. We
didn't find you for so long that we had called the fucking jails. We had called the fucking cops. That's how long we were looking for you.
But that was absolutely fabricated. And
no, it was not fabricated. We all split up. And at one point we're like, Tony, you got to watch the van. So Tony stayed by the van. I went west, Michael went east, and then we went north, and Michael went south, and he's the one that ran into you.
You
I
guys
didn't
found me
run into you.
immediately. Michael found me
We did
immediately.
not find you. Joe, you weren't there.
You might have, because I was.
You weren't there. How do
We
you
were
know when
both
we found
mobile.
you? You
Because I
weren't there. How
remember,
do you know when we found
having
you?
it being, because I remember it being said, and you were all at the end of the hotel, and Michael had
We
just
had walked
turned.
separate directions a
walked.
bunch of times. We're like, all right, well, it could be this way or this way or that way or that way. Let's fucking, and we went a bunch of times. That was not the first time we went.
I understand the perspective. I do.
It's not a perspective, Joe. It's the truth.
See,
You have
remember
Joe reality, and then there's actual reality.
What?
Right?
Why would I not admit to that part? Why would that be so hard?
Because you don't know. Because you don't know.
It's not like it's not even like it's even like bad or anything shitty or fucked up. It's just
that you don't know.
That detail I just don't.
Because you're speaking on shit that you don't know about. This is fucking what we were doing while you were fucking gone somewhere.
It was dramatized. It was dramatized, and Michael yelled
There's
at me.
no dramatization.
And what Michael said to me, when he was angry, became the reality of that situation, and that was a dramatized reality. And everyone went with that story, presuming that I was so fucked up that I wasn't going to know anyway, to teach me a lesson. And all of it was true, except for that part. That part wasn't true. And neither was the part of that I left because of bed bugs. That wasn't true. It wasn't true. Everything else is fucking, dude. I would love to find that interview, and it's not any different than what I told it. But so when I had that interview, I was asked, like you are in every interview, fucking to tell a crazy tour story. And I was like, okay. And I told that story. I fucking told it in fucking every fucking, I left nothing out. Every shitty detail, outing myself the whole way through. Because that I wasn't ashamed of it. I had a great night and I called it.
I'm laughing at the comments.
It was a one-off show, and fucking I had called it. I'm like, yo, this is our last show of the year. I'm gonna be fucking home, nothing to do for the whole fucking winter. We're gonna be in Canada. I'm getting ripped that last day. Or this one night we had the party, it was like a Saturday of that week or something. I'm getting ripped. And it just so happened to have facilitated itself. I called it on the way in, to be fair. It wasn't why I was there, and it was irresponsible, and it was wrong of me to have done. However, it wasn't so wrong of me that I didn't find myself, was it? Fucking, it just, it bit me harder. I didn't sleep the night before. I don't know. It got me. That could have, listen, had you been thirsty or you had seen bed bugs an hour earlier, could have been you just as well, bud. Just saying, would have been any of us.
Except it was you.
It was me. I'm not ashamed of it. That's what I'm saying. I had a great time. I think I understand that it was irresponsible of me to have done that on tour and nothing happened. I didn't get in any trouble. It was a non-event. In the end, nothing happened and nothing was lost because of it. It was irresponsible of me, and that's not why I was there. And I shouldn't. Absolutely. The point is that I didn't do it. How many times in all the fucking years of getting fucked up and fucking being on the road have I done anything wildly irresponsible? I didn't do that because I was reckless. I did that because I got lost. I mean,
right. I think you're missing the point of why we would be that upset or just worried in general. Because it doesn't matter that you did it on purpose or not. It just matters that it happened, and we're in a foreign country. That if you happen to get picked up by police, you fucking just by accident,
yes.
There's a fucking problem. And we were considering the situation.
I concur. It would have been awful, and I concur. And I didn't want to be out there. I'd never intended to, and never wanted to be outside. But at that point, when that lady gave me those directions, and I walked past her 7 times, looking like a maniac. What was I going to do? Go make another left and fucking walk in a circle again to see her again? You better believe I had to walk out the door toward the Tim Hortons and make a right. I just didn't know that there were the 2 buildings that were next to each other. They were far apart too. It was like a big walkway.
I was convinced you were taking a shit at Chipotle. I knocked on the bathroom door of Chipotle for fucking.
Oh man, I walked in a circle at one point. The only thing that happened between me leaving that hotel and bumping into Michael 20 feet from the door was I I walked into a restaurant at one point. I walked into like the back of a restaurant. Like I didn't walk into it. I just like I remember I was in the kitchen at one point.
Right.
For sure. And it was like on that path. And I remember like they'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I played here last night." And they're like, "Excuse me?" And then I like realized I'm like, "Oh fuck." And kept walking. And then I remembered like being embarrassed because like I walked past them like 5 more times after that. Like they threw me out of their restaurant. Or the it was like the morning.
Right. Yeah.
And I walked past them 5 times. It was silly.
The Canadians are having a blast with it. They're
My
having
fucking
fun on the chat here.
dude, I have a printout. So anyway, that magazine that I did it for, Bill
That was in
fucking
Ottawa,
Baker,
by the way, boys. Ottawa.
yeah, I asked them, when they were pitching me the interview, before they even asked me the question, they told me what the issue was, and it was Michael Graves, Argyle Goolsby, Nimvind, and Darrow was the odd band that they asked to fucking do it. That I was asked to do this interview, and I got asked to tell a crazy tour story, and I told that story. No. I do know the name of it. I have it. I have the interview and I have the cover of the magazine, and it's like a digital issue. But check it out, and the digital issue is like still around. But check it out. There's a page missing from the digital issue, as well as the printed issue of it. I guess Darrow had 3 pages, and the center page of it was neither printed nor fucking available online. So the middle of the interview isn't there. Like, so you can look it up.
Right.
But the interview skips like right in the middle. You could tell it does. It gets like beginning 3 questions, a little bit of a story, and then like end 3 questions. Like the interview totally skips in the middle. So it fucking, and the guy was really happy with me too.
Right.
Like whoever I did the interview for was like, "Yo, that's a fucking crazy story you told." Like, man, thanks. Like a lot of people don't tell shit like that. That's fucking like, dude, I did
a hell of a clerical error.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the guy's
middle
fault.
Of the interview.
Yeah, it wasn't the guy's fault. And the guy, like when I sent that guy the interview, he was very satisfied. He was like, "That's fucking awesome, dude." Like he's like, it's like I've never printed an interview. I've never printed a story this telling or honest. And I told that story with no shame. Exactly how it went for every way that it was bad for me. Everything. It wasn't far off the narrative of fucking that version of it, but fucking it was like, fuck, you want to out me and throw me under the bus? Do it right.
Poor Rick Carrillo.
My version was certainly gorier than Michael's.
Right.
But I got it. Fuck, what is that magazine's called? You guys out of Philly.
Oh, it's out of Philly. I thought, it's my bad. I thought it was a Canadian
magazine
thing.
I think.
Right.
Yeah, no. I think it was around that QXT show that we did, man. You guys played QXTs for, you didn't know, but the Goolsby, Nimbin, Graves tour played QXTs. And fucking Donna begged me to do it. The booking agent was Donna.
Yeah.
And that wound up being Donna's first show promoting in like fucking years. So like that was her first show out of Dingbats.
Right, out of Dingbats, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And she was like, she asked us and Noel Woods Band to do it. And she really wanted us. I said no at first, we wound up doing it. But it was like, that's what prompted that interview, I guess,
Right.
Show.
Peace out, Pierce. Mike Pierce is leaving.
It's his bedtime.
Right.
Or is that his old lady and he passed out at the computer again?
Damn. One day you're gonna run into him and he's gonna, I don't know,
with his cane,
right? Bump into you with his walker.
He's gonna take me out for brunch. gonna get me a fucking discount on a car rental.
Damn.
Cheap hotel. I don't know.
20 years, and you'll always be the old guy.
Can he still play drums?
Can you still play drums, Pierce?
I mean, fucking how many hip surgeries is that now?
I saw him at Trioxin Fest. He seemed to be in good health.
Oh yeah, he played that one Guns N' Roses song, right?
Did he?
Oh no, he played a set, right? He did play a set, I think.
Did he not play with Mr. Monster for that at all? Like,
No,
not a song, nothing?
No. Would have been rad. He wouldn't have remembered it. But I mean,
He's yelling at us that he did.
I think
play
all he did was like I think he just played like I think they just took him up every time they did like a Guns N' Roses song or something.
Right. Mike Pierce, thank you guys. Bobby Graves, thank you. Richard Dicker North, thank you for the shots. Rick Carrillo, I hope you feel better. I hope you don't feel it in your butthole too when it comes out. It's hot, if it's hot going in, it's hot going out. So take it easy, man. Who else is here? Curtis Grant, thank you. Mikey Wasted, peace out. Tony, the whole crew. Eric McKenzie's fucking hanging out. Thank you guys, appreciate you. We'll see you on Monday again, and then maybe we'll switch Joe to Wednesdays or something. Maybe he'll fucking have sleep on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Tuesday
right,
nights he sleeps.
That'd be perfect. Yeah. I'll probably actually get some sleep on a Tuesday night. Man.
Right. Tuesdays are boring. He'll sleep.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm late for everything, so fucking
Right.
Monday is fucking my Sunday.
We'll see you next time. No outro music this time. Peace.